Hello, and welcome to episode 46 of
The Eldritch Podblast.
I am Margaret.
I am Jack.
And we're pretending to be our dog right now.
This is how our dog talks.
Because I know you. If you have a pet, you give them a weird voice.
Everybody gives the pet a weird voice.
It's the rules.
And bullies is like this.
Hello, fat man.
Hello, mummy.
Hello, daddy.
Hello there.
Yeah, that's
I'm very hungry.
That's our dog's
That's
voice.
what our dog sounds
That's what our dog sounds
You
like.
saw him at the end of last episode. You know who he is.
He
Unless
had
you
a little cameo.
Unless you didn't watch the end.
In which case, you're missing out, to be honest, because
Why didn't you do it?
a very sweet man made an appearance.
He
you know what?
reared
No,
his head.
I say a very sweet man. Oh my goodness gracious me! We've told this story before about how he likes to get. He'll find the closest wire and he'll ram his head through it
He'll
and
just wrap himself
just
up in it.
break things.
And obviously there's a lot of wires.
A
And
lot of wires.
Last episode he knocked the camera.
Yep.
And then he pulled the charger out of the iPad.
Yep.
And was making all sorts of...
So we barricade it so he can't get anywhere near the wires.
Barricade it. There's something there, something here, light there, chair here.
So many things in the way.
So he can't get underneath. So I went to Tesco during the break of these two episodes to just get some snacks.
And I had to like move the files off of my camera onto. And I just heard the sound of what sounded like glass shattering. I ran out. He had managed to get in between all these barricades and got wrapped up in the laptop wire and the mixer wire.
So he pulled off my laptop, which has now got a massive dent in it.
Yeah, like the laptop hit the floor on its corner. Thank God it wasn't the screen, because that would have been so bad.
Luckily, the mixer's okay.
Mixer's fine. The mixer has landed on the floor many, many, many times because of the dog.
The mixer's going through hell.
And the mixer has lived through all of it.
Yeah, so I tested it and it's still okay.
Yeah.
So.
Watch the audio file is corrupt.
Just not even recording.
Yeah.
I'll be devastated.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened to us yet, but I'm sure it will at some point.
Yeah, I am absolutely certain it will happen to us
Well, we
at
lost
some
that
point.
bit of video.
Yeah, we had the first casualty.
That was the first casualty.
First casualty, the day of the merch.
The
When we were making the merch launch announcement, I think.
No, it wasn't that day.
It was the one before when we knew the day.
Right.
Anyway, that's so you know, there was almost a casualty.
There was a small casualty,
and it would have been horrendous, and we wouldn't have been filming.
Laptop would have been smashed. Mixer would have been broken.
Yeah, my face is all still messed up because we film on the same days. And Monday Gone's just episode, I cried a lot.
You did cry a lot.
And I haven't fixed my face since, so...
It's okay, you still look radiant.
Thanks,
and beautiful.
Jack. Is it because of all the tears?
Yeah. They're really highlighting the face.
I look really dewy because my face is just soaked through.
It's just wet from tears.
Yeah, well... Such is life. We really hope you enjoyed that last campaign update on Monday.
Yeah. It was a big one. We're playing tomorrow.
It was. We are playing tomorrow. Tomorrow time for us recording.
Tomorrow time for us recording.
So very excited. How are you? How are you doing? I know that you had the infection, then Jack killed you off by yelling.
Yeah.
And
now
here
you're back.
You are, back from the grave.
You're looking well.
You're looking great.
You look fantastic.
You look great today.
I hope you feel great, because you look great.
I hope...
How about you? How do you feel?
Hope that infection doesn't come back. I'm great. I'm good. I had some jam donuts in the break.
Nice.
And I'm feeling revitalized. I've hydrated since crying.
Nice.
I'm double packed.
Nice.
I've got a cream soda.
Yeah.
And I've got my Old Faithful.
I guess I'm double packed because I've got a drink up here, I've got a drink down there, but I don't really drink the one down there. I just drink the one that's on the table.
True. How are you?
I just tip it. I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Anything?
It's hot.
It's very hot, again. Same situation as last Monday. Monday just gone.
If you see any of the move behind Margaret, it's just
a curtain. Don't worry.
Don't panic.
There's nothing terrible happening.
No.
And if
no one's coming up behind her.
But behind you, they might be.
Stabby, nothing like that.
So
yeah,
it was. We mentioned it before. I was like, no, behind you. The amount of people who are like, oh my god,
I just look behind me.
I just look behind me, not me looking behind me when you said behind you. So I'm terribly sorry of putting the fear of.
Who's behind you?
Yeah, sorry for making this a pantomime, but yeah, the door is open because it is sweltering. Sweltering?
Yeah, sweltering.
Smeltering?
No, not smeltering.
Sweltering here in the UK.
Sweltering.
So there is a breeze and the curtains are blowing, so the lighting might be a bit different as well, but you don't care about that, do you? Oh, here he is. Are you going to make an appearance? No.
Yes, he slipped.
Oh, no. Here he is. I don't know if you can...
That's not a good idea.
Oh, dear. Oh, honey.
Oh, are you going to pull this off?
I don't know if he's going to pull it off again.
Oh, thank you so much.
I don't know if you can see. He's got loads of green on his nose because he was backing at the fence.
That's so lovely. You're going to slip off.
Honey, you could have sorted your legs out.
Can we put you back over there?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. So
you're gorgeous, Anne.
He had to make
You're a bit naughty.
He had to make a cameo. You know what? The very first time he made the cameo, which I think was in last Monday's episode, Larice commented and was just like,
my earphone.
They were just like, you need to go to this timestamp. It's really important. And it was when the sweet man showed up.
Yeah, you are a bit.
Oh,
you're a little bit naughty.
You're a little bit. Yeah, you're a little bit naughty, honey.
Knocking Daddy's laptop off.
Yeah,
and knocking Daddy's mixer off.
But you know, you didn't mean to do that.
Did you? Did you mean to do it?
Oh, he just burps in your face. Nice.
It smells very bad.
Nice.
We love you very much.
Yeah.
Even though you are not.
You are.
Spin you around.
Yeah. Go on. Give him a spin.
No, I won't.
So yeah. I don't think we really have much to update you on, to be honest, because once again, we blew our load on Monday's episode.
We like to do that, though.
We do like to do that.
Give the juice.
Yeah, we like to give the juice.
Today's episode's a little bit more chill.
Yeah, well...
A little bit more chill. A little bit more...
You say that.
Well, yeah, no, but there's like... there's less serious vibes on it.
True.
A little bit more chill.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like Thursday's episodes are really weird because, like... I don't know if you have to do this. Do you have to like get into the right headspace of like doing the podcast? And you have to like talk in a certain way to do the podcast act a certain way. Well, like it's a headspace I have to get into. And then I feel like because I'm already in it going into the Thursday episode, I can just do whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I can just do whatever.
Go on, do it.
Yeah, this is where I stab you live on
live on air.
Live on air.
Even though it's not live.
No, we're not
or
live.
on air.
No, neither actually. So yeah.
You had your fill.
You've had your fill, and he's sat down again.
Thank God, because he was very close to knocking everything off.
He was.
My headphones got caught in his claws.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to update the people on, Jack?
No, I don't think so. I think we updated everybody on stuff last week.
I think so.
On Monday, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday. Because that's when we filmed this.
I don't think there's anything.
I mean, we've got some meme time.
We do have some meme time. Is everybody ready?
Are you going to... Oh!
It's like, hello, Masters. Do you like meme time?
Meme time?
Meme time?
You go, hallelujah. That's about it.
Oh my God!
I was about to ask if you were going to go as hard as last week.
No. Oh my God, no! I can't go as hard as last week. Did I tell you that I suffered pretty much a concussion from how hard I went last week? I can never go as hard as I went last week.
Well, you have to because it's meme time.
I haven't even, at time of recording, I haven't even watched that back yet, so I don't even know what that looks like, to be honest.
You haven't watched it back?
I haven't watched it back, no.
What is this? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday,
yeah,
so
that makes sense.
I like to leave editing till the very last moment, baby.
The day before, usually.
Yeah, I like to, absolutely. Do you do this thing where you know you have to do some things, but because you know you have to do it, you just put it off and put it off and put it off? Me?
Sometimes I have to do that with planning, but not because I want to, purely because I just don't have enough time.
Yep.
I haven't planned playing tomorrow. I'm going to plan the day tomorrow. I have a day off tomorrow.
Yeah. Man, you planning on the same day is just not good for you, though.
It's not,
to put it all into one day.
But I think, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
True.
Sometimes life just gets in the way, and, I already know, like I said, with my planning now, it's like reactionary.
Yeah.
Like there's TRPs stuff with Audiger that I imagine we're going to take care of.
Yep.
But again, that's sort of reactionary because that's already sort of like played out to the point now where it's like, I know where he is and what's happening.
Yeah.
So you guys are just sort of like doing things and I'm reacting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with the campaign, really. Same with all the story now.
Yeah,
so,
Jack. We leveled up. I forgot to say in the recap on Monday. We leveled up.
Yeah, we leveled up.
So
level 9.
Level 9. I am technically 5 in Druid and 4 in Barbarian.
5 in Druid, 4 in Barbarian.
Yep. Yeah. So I get a feat. Haven't picked it yet. We're playing tomorrow. We'll think about it. And then Jack kindly said to all of us, "Let me know what kind of magic item you'd like."
Yeah. Sometimes they don't get a choice, and I just make them for them. But if there's like a time where like maybe someone's going to craft them something or anything like that, I just give them a little heads up. Just tell me sort of like what you want or an idea of what you would like, and I sort of make it up. Yeah.
You've done it once in the campaign so far. Yeah. So I think now is a great time, kind of going into the last arc of the campaign. I was going to make a point to that. Oh, someone mentioned I can't remember which video it was. I have stopped putting, for the time being, timestamps to each individual story or section and stuff like that. It's just because it takes so much time.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't sound like a big task, but having to scrub through like sometimes nearly a 3-hour video and find the points, it takes so long.
Just take a long time.
And we do not have a lot of time.
We don't. We're doing this with no time, basically.
Yeah. So for the time being, it will obviously still be, you'll get like the intro, you'll get like the campaign update, you'll get the meantime section, and then you'll just get like the topic start section
when we start the topic.
Yeah, but you won't get like individual stories. And I'm sorry if that's inconvenient to some people, but I just simply don't have time.
We gotta do what we gotta do what we gotta do.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
We want to get the podcast out, don't we?
Exactly.
We want to give the people what they want, which is 2 episodes a week.
Hell yeah! But if any of you, if you go through and you find out the times, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'm sure that will help other people.
If you want to timestamp it, we absolutely can.
Yeah, absolutely. But I simply cannot, and I apologize.
Cannot.
We're doing meme time. I'm so sorry. We did meme time, and then we didn't.
Let's go
Into meme time. We've already done the dance.
Number 1.
Should
we dance again?
Should we not? No. No. So, meme time.
Meme time.
I forgot what we were doing entirely there. So, this has been sent in by Wabs Jack, and he just a few episodes ago, Jack was saying that he doesn't like having facial hair and a beard, and then we got hit with this. Jack says he doesn't suit a beard. Tell us which version of bearded Jack is your favorite to help inspire confidence. So we have beardless. Yes, very lovely.
Like me today.
Yeah. We have Kung Fu Master. We have Pirate. We have Wizard.
Yeah.
Dothraki Chief.
Yeah.
And Villainous
Plumber. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite is Pirate. I think Pirate's just...
I think my favorite is Villainous Plumber.
Yeah, of course. Which one's your favorite? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely Pirate. Pirate's absolutely just so funny to me. Like, you look like a dude who... is a free spirit.
Choose your words carefully.
No. And you live in a van and you play guitar and you make money busking. You're very free life.
Yeah, just living a free life.
Living a free life. And
baby.
And you wear a shirt that's unbuttoned at the top.
Just let my gut hang out.
Yeah, at the top.
the whole thing all the way down.
Oh my god, the only button is the top.
Yeah.
And then everything's open.
That used to be a thing, didn't it?
It did.
It used to be a trend.
Thing. Not with nothing underneath it.
No, you'd have a t-shirt.
You'd have a t-shirt underneath it, yeah. But no, that's a very freeing life. Man, I wish that was my life.
What? With the beard?
No, yeah, with the beard, with the pirate beard, yeah. So, let us know. What's your favorite?
Tell me your favorite bearded Jack.
Isn't it wild how much a beard changes someone's face? A Villainous Plumber, specifically.
I don't know if they change.
I think they do. I think Dothraki Chief. I think Dothraki Chief changes your face entirely.
In a good way?
That's not for me to comment. I love beardless Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that little face.
Yeah.
Go on, show me. Show me. Oh, I love it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love that little face.
Yeah.
It's perfect the way it is. We don't need to get any of this involved.
Yeah.
So the next two, I thought I'd lump these two together because they're basically the same thing. And it's Margaret 420 no-scoping herself. Innocent Margaret. Who would do this? And then... the caption for this other one was Margaret when she 420 no-scopes herself.
What, this one down here?
Yeah.
Very good.
And this was when you were like, oh, I love it. And I thought you said I love you. So I went, oh, I love you too. And you were like, well, actually, I said I love it.
But I love you too.
Absolutely 420 no-scopes.
I would never know.
I think we have it on live video footage.
I would never.
Roll the VT.
I would not. You aren't going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. No fucking way.
I have the power because I have the list.
Absolutely no
not that
chance.
Not that she ever looks
not
at the
that I ever
list.
refer to the list. Let's be honest. So yeah, you 420 no scoped me. Well, I 420 no scoped myself. To be honest, it's like when you're a kid and you go, I love you. And then they go, what? And you go, olive juice.
Oh. I don't know if that's ever happened.
That's never happened to you?
Never.
Never? Has that happened to you?
The whole point is you say olive juice because if you're like
not reciprocal.
No. If you say olive juice,
yeah.
it looks without sound.
Yes, Jack.
It looks like
yes, that's the point.
But you just said, "Oh, I say olive juice," and they say what? I say I love you, and then they say what? And then I say olive juice. The whole point is you don't say it. It just looks like you say it.
It's like being edgy, isn't it? Like if you love a boy when you're like 14. And you go, I love you. And they're like, what? And you're like,
did you just gaslight me?
Olive Jack. I just gaslit you. I'll let myself out. I'm sorry. No, what did you say?
Which one do you think I said?
I thought you...
Well, should we say it?
Okay.
Okay. I'll say one of them.
Okay, yeah.
And you tell me which one I said.
Say it to them as well.
I'll say it to you and then I'll say it to them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. You said I love you.
I did.
You said I love you.
Did.
I said you enunciated with your tongue a lot. You know parrots' tongues, and they're like, you're like that. Just
that's fucking rude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't you do one to me? You said I love you.
I did. Yeah. I couldn't olive juice you. Not like that. It doesn't look.
Hit him with the olive juice.
Give me the olive juice. No, that doesn't look like I love you at all. Yeah, no, it's the juice.
It's the juice.
There was an elephant.
We do like the juice on the podcast.
No.
Hit him with the juice.
There was an elephant one as well. Was it elephant juice?
Maybe. Hit me with elephant juice. Don't do that. Do not hit me with elephant juice. Nah, that's even worse.
It's the juice.
It's the juice.
I think the olive, like olive dew.
Oh, go on then. Nah,
no.
Dew.
No.
Anyway. What are we talking about?
Sorry. What do we do?
There was a watch party not long ago, and someone kept saying milk juice.
Milk juice.
And you fucking.
There
you are. Whoever that was, you're nasty.
Oh my god,
who
was that? You're nasty.
You're nasty.
Who said that? Oh, milk juice. Give me the milk juice.
Hit him with a milk juice.
Man.
Anyway, meme time.
So this next one it's Jack with the Discord full of his children. I think that is just, especially because they're fucking rats.
They're all rats, and everyone has a rat in the name in the Discord.
That's just such a wonderful. That sums it up, doesn't it? Who was it? Someone said, being a dad is not so much about having kids; it's a mindset.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Discord full of his children.
Yeah.
You're welcome, I suppose, for all the sweet, lovely ratlings.
I love you all, but you are not my children.
Well, no, you are. He'll come round. I know it's traumatizing, but he'll come round.
Yeah, I'm not your dad.
Jack!
I'm not your dad!
Oh my god!
I can be mindset of dad.
Yeah?
I can do dad in brain, but I can't do dad like...
Dad in brain. Like nurturing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do something like that.
Yeah, you can.
Probably. I can do something like that. I basically already do that.
Yeah.
I think that's where this comes from, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Look. I'll take care of you all the best I can.
There we go. We have limited resources, but they're yours.
Yeah, very, very limited. I only have a small amount to give, and I give it already, so...
to whomst?
It's about all you get.
So, yeah. Discord full of his children.
Yeah. All rats.
All rats, obviously. So the next one is... Oh my god. So, me... Have you ever had one of them poops where you've been fighting for your life, and then the guy from the Homebrew Rules video who didn't state they were going to the toilet before the next combat? First time. But perfect. How did we... You know what I was going to say? How did we get onto that? However, we've tried to be doing meme time for the past 10 minutes, and we've gone on a million tangents.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I started talking about that.
What?
Pooping myself.
Pooping yourself?
Yeah.
You had it was in the middle. So we did a Monday episode, and we had a break, and then we went for Thursday's episode. Yeah. And you had a poop in the middle. Yeah. And you were just fighting for your life.
Yeah. Is that the situation?
I think so.
Oh, well.
Or you pooped before the Monday one.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Sorry, is this TMI? I know there's a few of you who really hate the bodily function stuff.
Well,
Hey, listen, sometimes you just gotta let it all go.
Sometimes you just gotta talk about your poops.
Sometimes you gotta talk about your
Sometimes
your gut.
this is it.
Yeah, please tell me this is normal, please. And then finally, the last one is me and the Druids recording an episode of the podcast.
Everyone,
salute the Druids.
Salute the Druids.
Thanks, Druids. Thanks, Druids everywhere.
Doing God's work.
Yep. And this is from when we did the 1D&D Druid thing. And we made the dog was being annoying, and then the spider was being annoying.
Like right now.
Right now. And Druids. Am I right? All y'all in the watch party, you better be getting ready.
All y'all in the comments.
All y'all in the comments. We're about to go wild shape. Well, not right now.
Right now, that's the end of it.
At the end of this, we'll go wild shape. We'll have a crab rave, and all will be good again.
All will be
good again.
All will be good again.
And that's main time.
Talking about Druids.
That was a good segue. Oh, that was a good segue.
Some people call me a professional podcaster.
I think so. I'm hip.
I'm professional.
Do you know what? That meme said, I'm not professional.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it said I'm professional. I'm not professional.
I'm not professional.
I'm professional.
I'm mid.
I'm mid.
I'm mid.
I'm a rancid vibes.
Rancid vibes.
So, talking about Druids. You've seen the title. You know what this video is about already.
What's it called, though?
And we would like to introduce you to our new series that we're going to be starting.
We do series now. That's how professional we are.
That's how professional we are.
This is a series. Get on board.
Come on. Get on. There's enough space. You got to be quick though, and it's $9.99. So
that's $999.
It's $999 actually. So no, it's going up. It's going up quick. Get in.
It's been doubled in price.
So
buy one, don't get one free.
Yeah, buy one, pay for another one. So this is a new series we're going to be running on Thursdays, and it's called Beyond the Character Sheet.
Love that.
Oh,
professional
podcasters. We've been threatening about starting a new series on a Thursday, and we finally done it.
There's loads of things that we wanted to do. So look.
Let's give you a rundown on what the scheduling's going to be like. We hope, right?
Do we know the schedule?
No. I'm hoping you'd tell me.
There's a few things that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a sort of D&D 101 series.
Yep.
Where it'd be like 10 things you should know about D&D. Mm-hmm. Like before you play or something like that.
Yeah.
10 things that maybe you've heard about, but you haven't really how
to act in combat, how to do role play, how to look at a character sheet, how to that stuff.
We can fill out a character sheet together.
Yeah.
All those sorts of things. We can do them in D&D 101.
Yep.
Then we wanted to maybe do like a tier list maker.
Yep.
And like go through each character and or maybe do all the races, do all the classes, do all the subclasses of each one.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through and like talk about each one a little bit and where we rank it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
and then there's this
D&D stuff, baby.
Yeah. And then there's this, which is Beyond the Character Sheet, where we're going to go through every single class in the game, and we're going to be building a character, and not necessarily building a character, but going through what our recommendations would be
for the choices that you're going to have to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Things like, I'll give you some here.
Yeah, like what race pairs best with this class? What subclass we think are cool? We think are cool. We think are cool.
Subclass. Feats, spells. Where we'd put our stats if we were doing standard array and point buy and things like that.
Yep.
So basically, by the end of this, you can be like, okay, now I know how to play a druid.
Yeah.
And now I know some of the things that I could pick.
Yeah.
Because they're good shouts. Because, I've seen people turn up to, it's always, do you want to know the one that gets me?
Go on.
Okay. It's when a spellcaster turns up to D&D for the first time, and they don't really understand exactly how D&D works. Mm-hmm. And I see them pick the cantrip True Strike.
Oh, someone else was saying this the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, there's a reason why True Strike is absolutely useless.
But, they just have to go, you know what, that's just character development.
Yeah, because, but you wouldn't know that unless you understood, why it's useless.
Yeah, totally.
And the mechanics of it.
Yeah, totally.
So it's, just helping you make decisions.
Everyone watching who's picked True Strike,
So, we'll just help you, if you get till at 4th level and you're like, what feat should I pick? It'll be in here.
Yeah.
If you do point buy and you're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'll put a graphic up for you so you understand where you should put your points and stuff like that. And this is only guidelines. You can twist and turn these however you want.
This is not an exhaustive list. No, it is. No, it's not. this isn't the final thing. This isn't everything.
Yeah. It's not the be all and end all. This is just what we recommend.
Yeah, this is just what we would do, basically. And a lot of people say they learn from us, which we really appreciate, and we want to be able to actually give something back to you.
We appreciate you.
You.
What about
and
you? You as well.
The entity behind you. I appreciate them too. I appreciate you.
I appreciate the dog.
Well, I can give or take the dog.
He did wreck my laptop.
He did do that. So yeah, it's basically going to be, we'll go through each class, and we just thought, what's better to start off with than the Druid?
Exactly.
To be honest, there's been a lot of people who have said, through hearing about Rayla and Margaret and Jack talking about Rayla, who is you didn't know.
I don't.
Buckle in.
Okay.
You and the entity, buckle in, okay? I'm a Moon Druid. I main a Moon Druid.
What?
I've been playing a Moon Druid for the best part of a year.
I didn't know that.
I know. I keep it quite secret.
I've been playing D&D with you. I've been Dungeon Master
the whole time.
Since this campaign since September.
And you didn't know. Yeah, I know. That's how secretive I am about it.
You are pretty...
I am.
You keep it on the DL.
I do keep it on the DL. I don't have emojis in our Discord based around her at all. So...
Don't... Leave it alone.
But,
we don't need to talk about it.
So yeah, I play a Moon Druid, and it's been my favorite class I've played so far. And a lot of people have said, you've inspired me to play Druid. And listen, the 5e Druid right now, this is not including the 1D&D stuff, by the way. This is purely 5e. It's complicated. There's a lot of things to it. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And we just thought, why not? I'm wearing my wild shape.
We didn't want to burn you out on all the 1D&D stuff. So, we'll get back to that eventually.
Yeah.
And there'll be more 1D&D stuff coming out as well.
Yeah.
Monk still hasn't come out. So that's going to be coming out, and then if there's any revisions, if there's no more revisions, we'll probably still go back and look at some of the changes. Yeah.
But we wanted to leave 1D&D just to give everyone a little break from it, a
little breather.
And we're hoping we can catch up when the newest stuff comes out, so it's actually relevant at the
so
time.
It's fresh.
Yeah, exactly. I started to say I have my wild shape t-shirt on.
Oh, it's really cool.
Thank you. If you want
I made
one,
that.
You did make this.
I know I did. If you want something like that, go to our Hellbound shop.
We have a small business where we make loads of D&D stuff, and this is one of them.
That's in the link below. So is our merch shop for Eldritch Podblast.
Hell yeah, it's all happening.
www.eldritchpodblast.com.
.co.uk. Close.
That's the merch website, and then the Hellbound Etsy shop is our own personal small business. Yeah, so you can support us that way. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I made you that.
You did make me this.
Did you wear it in honor of today?
I wore it in honor of today.
That's very
honestly,
good. That's
I
very
did.
Good. I'm wearing the same t-shirt as last episode because it's the same day. So get off my fucking back.
And it's the same t-shirt as the last Monday and Thursdays as well.
Is it?
Yeah. But it's okay.
I love this t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a cool t-shirt. Got it. It's a really nice t-shirt. It's a good t-shirt. Nice and cool. So, yes, we're going to be doing this new series, Beyond the Character Sheet, and we're going to be starting a D&D 101 Series 2. We're going to run them on alternating Thursdays.
Yeah.
We're going to see which ones you guys prefer.
Well,
more.
No, it's not about doing what we prefer more. It's about fucking spice of life, isn't it?
Yeah,
true. Variety.
True.
Like, there might be somebody who absolutely loves it and somebody who doesn't, and somebody who likes the 101, so you can tune in that week, and I'm not going to just not do it because...
No, give you some variety.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
So...
You particularly really wanted to do this as well.
Because I love content like this.
Yeah.
And, if my favourite podcast... If I was new to D&D, which I know a lot of you are, you tell us all the time, like, I've never really played, I've really wanted to. I'm, like, an inexperienced player. I've only played one campaign. It didn't last very long and stuff like that. So, like, if you are new to D&D, like, we'll probably end up with every class in the game.
Yep.
Like, a sort of brief rundown. Oh no!
Oh, he's back! Oh, he's back!
Oh, no, it's because he wants his
food.
We'll give it to you in a second.
Yeah.
I want you to have all the information there of sort of like the best practice, and then you can change it up from there.
Exactly.
Can you see me?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. Oh.
Right. Let's go and feed this dog.
Yep.
He's happy now.
He is.
But yeah, so hopefully we'll end up with every class done and sort of like our best picks for everything from feats to spells to stats to races, subclasses to everything.
Yeah, and if you disagree with any of these, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
That's the best part about D&D, baby, is everyone is going to do everything differently.
Everyone does everything differently.
So these are just how we would do it.
Yeah,
and if you have any suggestions as well, let us know.
Yeah, in the comments below. Professional podcast.
Hell yeah. But seriously, if there's any suggestions you would have, things we don't talk about, things that you really like, suggest them. Let us know. Yeah. And I'm absolutely certain that someone will get something from it. Do you know what I mean? If at the very least we all learn something. So yeah, that's fun, right?
Fun, right. Learning.
Education.
Right.
Huh? Yeah. Well, should we just get into it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is the Druid. You'll see kind of what format we start doing this in. So I guess the first place we'd like to go. So we kind of break it down like mechanically, and then we break it down flavor-wise, essentially.
Yeah.
So I suppose mechanically, should we give a short introduction to the Druid?
The Druid, yeah, go for it.
So I've actually just copied and pasted a little bit from the actual description from the Player's Handbook of a Druid. And I think it's a really good way to sum up a Druid. It's Druids are an embodiment of nature's resilience, cunning, and fury.
Love that.
I think that's a really great way to describe a Druid.
That is a pretty great way to describe a Druid. Mechanically, Druids are fantastic in terms of, we always say versatility, but sort of what that means is a Druid can be damage, a Druid can be a battlefield controller, a Druid can be support, a Druid can fill a lot of roles for the party. They can be infiltrator with those like smart uses of wild shape and things like that.
Totally.
They because of their kit, because of the prepared spellcasting, because of the wild shape, they are actually like just very. They're like that like pocket tool that you get, and it's got all the different things like they're like the Swiss Army knife. They're like the Swiss Army knife. They can just do so many things so well.
Agreed. And you can. The whole toolkit is available to you kind of no matter what, right? And you can just choose what you niche into, or you could do it all. It's totally up to you. So
the thing is, I don't want to say that the Druid's a good tank.
Yes.
Because
really the only Druid that is a tank is the Moon Druid. Yeah. And as we go through, we do talk about the Moon Druid, but the Moon Druid is kind of on its own the Druid subclasses.
It's like an outlier, isn't it?
It is very much so.
Like, no other Druid is really the same as the Moon
No,
Druid.
I agree. And for that reason, we're not saying tank. And to be honest, I don't think the Moon Druid was ever created with the idea of being a tank. It just works out. It just works that way.
Yeah, I don't think that was the point of it.
Yeah. So, Jack kind of said it best. Like, mechanically, they're a wisdom-based class. Mm-hmm. So, again, I know as a new player, you may not have a bias towards what type of class you like to play. I love a wisdom-based class.
Wisdom-based classes are so good because one of the most valuable skills in D&D is perception.
Yeah.
Perception is a wisdom-based skill.
Yeah.
So, that's already a bonus because it's so valuable just by association.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throws in the game are massively common.
Indeed. And like thematically, the difference between wise and smart. You know what I mean? Playing a wise character to me personally feels good.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like playing a wise character, like role play wise.
Yeah, they have a lot of wisdom about life, and they have an understanding about the world that surrounds them. They may not be, big brains
up the top,
but emotionally and situationally they're very wise, and I like that.
I like that. I like to play an old character.
As we know, and as well as that, another thing that I personally love is insight, and insight is wisdom based too.
Is it, or is it intelligence? I'm pretty sure it's wisdom.
Yeah, no, it is wisdom. Yeah. So I love that. And you
are big on insights.
I do love a good insight.
I do be loving insight.
And again, I think that plays to a wisdom character. So if you like a character like that, consider a Druid.
Yeah.
The introduction of the embodiment of nature's resilience, cunning, and fury. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Druids are very elemental.
Especially the resilient part.
Yes, very much so.
Nature is so resilient sort of when you look at it. So we've survived everything that we as people have done to it.
100%.
I love that. I think it's just so cool.
I agree. And you know what? That you can play a Druid a million different ways. You could play your Druid as a sweet summer child, or you could play your Druid as a swamp witch.
Or you could play it as the fury of nature. Sort of like Princess Mononoke sort of like
definitely.
Nature fighting back.
Definitely.
Sort of thing. That shit's cool.
You know, you could go the preservation of nature, or you could go the cycle of life nature.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways to interpret.
There's so many ways.
And you can even just completely get rid of that and just, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to play into those sort of like nature-based tropes.
No, not at all. No, you don't.
But you know, I think they're great for a reason.
Yeah, and that's really what you should know about the Druid going forward. Wisdom based, they're a prepared spellcaster, so you can change your spells out every day.
Every day. You don't have to get stuck with spells and be like, oh, these suck.
Yep, you can change them out. You're also a ritual caster. And obviously, the main feature of being a druid is your wild shape. Yeah. You can take the form of certain beasts at certain different CR levels, depending on your level. Yeah,
and I don't think you like just because if you don't go moon druid, like, don't just like forget about it because it's such a valuable tool to like be able to like scout and infiltrate and
hide and sneak.
And I know that 1D&D is trying to get rid of it, but to become tiny and be able to like sneak through door gaps and stuff like that.
Oh my god, totally.
Is very, very valuable for your party.
So valuable. And as well as that, sometimes, again, if you're playing a melee druid who isn't a moon druid, being able to, in moments where you could go down and around, to be able to wild shape just to get yourself out of there, or buff yourself with hit points.
Or do something like turn into something that's got like flyby and move away.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so versatile.
It is very versatile.
So, and again,
there's
finally,
a word again.
The very versatile. The druid is very versatile, and if you like everything you hear there, I think we say the roles that they fill the best are damage support, scouting, and infiltration.
Definitely,
but they could be whatever you want them to be. But that's what they excel at.
I think the scouting and infiltration are a secondary.
Yes.
They uses of wild shape are fantastic for scouting, like turning it into something that can fly and going over the top. Turning it into something tiny that can, like I said, sneak through gaps and doors.
If you just want to sit in a pub and pretend to be a cat and wait and watch for someone to come in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damage and support is probably their main primary two things. You know, like battlefield control as well.
Yes,
very much so.
Very
they can
much
do
so. Yeah.
Very well.
Agreed. So that's kind of the too long didn't read version of a druid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was a TLDR.
So let's get into the actual mechanics of it. So as the class.
Yes.
The class druid.
Yes.
We'll go through some of the things that you are proficient in and the things that we would suggest you take.
Yeah.
So for armor, you are proficient with light armor, medium armor, and shields.
Which is great. Anything that's proficient with shields as a spellcaster is great.
Agreed. But the boost to your AC.
Literally the only one, apart from if you play is it a Hexblade, then you can you get a shield then?
Oh, I'm absolutely not certain.
Like, to be able to get light and medium armor, so what are you talking? You're talking like an 11 or a 12 plus your dexterity.
Yeah, and then plus 2 for your shield. Yeah.
You're going to have a decent AC.
Yeah, you're going to have anywhere between like a 15 and a 16, right?
Yeah.
Realistically.
You've got, it depends on what you put in the dex, but you've got a D8 hit dice, so you don't have like sorcerer wizard levels of health.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a decent amount of health as well. So you're not going to be super low on hit points, and you're going to have a decent AC.
So the only stipulation in the player's handbook is druids will not wear armor or shields made of metal.
What do you think about that?
I think that is something that was put in years and years and years and years ago when D&D was really trying to be, this is exactly what you are and this is how you play it. I don't know anyone who... Well, that's not fair. I was going to say I don't know anyone who enforces that, but I also have a very small pool of people to pick from.
Yeah, I think they're actually getting away with this in 1D&D, you know?
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think we discussed this in 1D&D.
Yeah, which is good because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I understand thematically, though, as well. But you could also just reflavor, like, some chainmail. Do you know what I mean?
It could have been built out of the strongest back in the woods.
Exactly. And you know what? Like, studded leather.
Yeah.
That's another huge thing. It's like, technically, druids, if you follow this, wouldn't wear studded leather.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I played my first druid, Willow, she was very much typical druid, right? Wouldn't wear metal. But we just flavored it that she just had like really like reinforced patches of
tough wooden studs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, those studs don't have to be made out of metal. Like, those studs can be made out of like something completely different.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you're talking about hide and you're talking about leather. It's like, that's like, if you want to be that person, you know, like, does a druid kill animals? Some druids probably don't. So it's like they can abide by that, but they can't abide by the metal thing.
Yeah. I
think that's just a piss weak argument. So if it
agree.
were me, obviously speak to your dungeon master about it,
of
but
course.
I would allow medium armor.
Yes, of course. It comes down to your dungeon master, but I would argue the case of it.
Show
you could
that.
just reflavor something.
Show them that clip.
Yeah, show them
that clip. Tell them, Margaret.
Show them the clip.
Show them the clip.
Show them the clip,
please.
Show them. So for weapons, you get proficiency with simple weapons. Tools, you get proficiency in a herbalism kit.
Some games, herbalism kits can be made to make healing potions.
Yes.
So I allowed Margaret to, if she spent 24 hours gathering, she could make healing potions that day.
Yeah.
With a successful check or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is a neat little thing to do. Like 50 gold sort of in the middle of the game towards the end of the game isn't really that much.
No, agreed.
And
agreed.
Healing potions like 2d4 plus 2 isn't a lot.
Yeah.
So,
agreed. And you know what?
It'd be nice to feel useful.
The flavour of the herbalism kit, you'd think if there would be someone who knew how to, it would be a druid.
Yeah, I agree.
So I like that flavour-wise.
Botanist style.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And,
going out and gathering the herbs and the bits.
Traditional healing, getting like the roots and mashing the roots up and getting the juice. Like I like that.
Love that.
So for your starting equipment, you have a couple of choices here. So you can either start with a wooden shield and a simple melee weapon.
Or a simple melee weapon.
Or you can, and then...
So you can have a wooden shield or a simple melee weapon, and then you can have a scimitar or any simple melee weapon.
Yeah. And then you also, by default, start with leather armor, an explorer's pack, and a druidic focus.
So to us, it would be a shield.
Take the shield.
AC,
take the shield.
100%. Plus
Take
2
the shield.
AC is a massive.
Yep.
Personally, I would pick a quarterstaff.
Yes. Yeah, I would also pick a quarterstaff as well.
D6 bonk, two-handed, D8 bonk.
D8 bonk. Yeah.
Very nice.
And as well as that, if you take a staff, you also get access to a cantrip called Shillelagh as well.
Yeah.
Which means you can basically just use the two-handed property.
Yeah, you can have the shields, still have the AC. One-handed.
Yeah. Becomes
a D8, and you get to add your wisdom modifier to it. So.
And, thematically, I like the idea of a staff as well.
The druidic warrior sort of thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Rafiki style.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like the theme of that. But of course, you can pick from any simple melee weapon, or you could also start with a scimitar and a simple weapon if you wanted to.
I would definitely recommend the shield.
Take the shield. Definitely. I would always take the shield.
Plus 2 AC is too good to give up.
Yeah, agreed. Very much so agreed. And again, you start with the leather armor, etc.
Yeah.
And we would recommend later on in the game, as soon as you can, try and get studded leather armor.
Studded leather, because the thing is, if you go for hide is technically medium, and it can only give you a maximum of +2 from your dexterity. So if you've got a +3 in your dexterity at any point, you're just losing 1.
Yeah.
Studded leather is light armor.
Yes.
It can benefit from as much of your dexterity bonus as possible.
Yeah.
So if you get a +3, that means you got higher AC.
Exactly. But work with your DM on that.
That's if your DM allows studded leather as a druid.
Yes. And then,
I would.
Yeah. No, you have.
Yeah,
you did.
I
Yeah.
would.
So finally, the skills.
Yes.
So you can choose 2 from Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Religion, and Survival.
What did you pick?
For this, I picked Insight and Perception.
Shocker.
Of course I did.
Absolute shocker. Margaret will never, ever,
I will never not pick Insight.
Never make a character that isn't Perception and Insight.
Agreed. I will always go for those things. Even if I'm not a wisdom-based class, I will go Insight and Perception. The reason for this is, Perception is, well, I was going to say obvious, but I suppose it's not. Perception means you can see better. So when you go, can I make a perception check?
Is there anybody around here? Perception check.
Yeah. You roll a d20.
Is anyone following us?
Exactly.
Perception check.
And if you're proficient in it, you just get bigger number, essentially.
Yeah.
Perception to me is invaluable.
I think it's
the most important skill in the game, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah. And then Insight, this is very personal choice for me. I like to be able to suss someone out when we meet them.
Yeah, Margaret's big into roleplay, and I think if you're big into roleplay, Insight is a massive bonus to have, proficiency in.
Yeah.
Because Insight is used to read someone. So, I don't know, maybe the DM just... The NPC that the DM is role-playing says something a little suspicious. and you're like, can I insight check that? And it just lets you get a read, lets you get a beat on the character.
It doesn't tell you, yes, they're lying or telling the truth, but you get
a read of the situation better.
And I like that because you're a wisdom-based character, and it's the idea that you're so in tune with the people and creatures around you that you can read their aura. I really like that. What did you pick?
I picked perception and survival.
Yeah.
In my games, this is probably me. This is coming from the ranger in me. Being able to just be out in the wild and know what time of day it is, know how far we've traveled, know what direction we need to go in. Just sort of like laying of the land. To me, in an adventuring game, there's a lot of adventuring in my games.
There is. And
there's lots of survival checks. And I love to be good at that. I love the fantasy of, like, especially as a druid, someone who knows the land.
Yeah,
someone who can just
definitely
get a vibe check from the land.
Yeah, you can see if, like, somewhere's looking more well-trodden. Yeah. If something's looking dangerous. If it's looking XYZ.
Like, if an animal is, like, what the vibes that are for the animals and stuff like that. I just love it. I think survival is such a thematic skill in my opinion.
I agree, but
I love survival.
I very much agree, and you went perception as well. Like, I think the takeaway from this is we would always take perception, but you know what? Something like this is so subjective.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the character that you're making.
Yeah, definitely.
I would just check.
Go on.
Look, animal handling.
Yeah.
And medicine. In most games I see. Rarely come up.
Agreed.
Rarely come up.
Agreed. And I know as a druid, you are going to be tempted to take animal handling.
Yeah.
Again, you know what?
We're
only speaking from our experiences in the small lens of games we have.
Yeah.
But the games we have played in, really, the animals you come into contact with are going to be horses that you're riding that you're probably buying anyway.
Oh shit, you're gonna fight.
Yeah, and the chances of you being able to talk yourself out of a fight. I mean, I don't know.
That comes down to your DM.
Yeah,
but I would just be like, if you desperately want to take animal handling or medicine, just talk to your DM and be like, can you try and put some of these checks in there? So
definitely.
I can do them.
And you know what? A really good fix for this, if you don't want to put a skill in, is you get a first level spell called Animal Friendship.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I said that really weird. Animal Friendship.
Friendship.
So that's kind of the basics of the class, right? So we'll get into some of the top races.
Yeah.
We would suggest.
So again, I'm going to say this now because if we do the series for a long time, I'm going to give you some flat outliers that are always viable now, and then we'll go through the shit that matters for this class.
Yeah.
Custom lineage. Okay, custom lineage.
Yeah.
Because you can put a +2 and a +1 wherever you want. That is going to be a go-to for basically any build.
Yeah, you get dark vision as well.
Get dark vision, but you get some proficiencies that you want and languages.
Yeah, and this
some languages
and this
some of this.
But do bear in mind with custom lineage, as it is in Tasha's, you do not get any racial traits.
No, you don't get any racial traits. So
if that's something that's important to you, I would consider it.
Yeah.
If your DM is allowing you custom lineage, we would always suggest custom lineage.
Because custom lineage is great because sometimes the way you want to look and the way that you want your stats to be don't match up.
Yeah.
So that's why custom lineage is awesome.
And it all depends, honestly, it all depends on what your DM says. And to be honest, it depends what kind of player you are. If you want to be powerful, custom lineage 100%, right?
Yeah, because you want your stats in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you are more bothered about the racial traits, then maybe that's not for you.
Yeah, then maybe that's not for you.
A lot of DMs probably won't offer custom lineage. But
some don't, but I think it's really good to be able to look the way you want and
have what you want. Agreed.
That's very important to me.
And I think that's what 1D&D is kind of moving towards. But this isn't a 1D&D.
Yeah. So if every single time we do one of these videos, custom lineage is always viable. And I know Margaret's going to hate me here, but variant human, because you get +1 in one skill, +1 in another skill, and then you get a free feat. So it's never, ever, ever, ever a bad shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to not to. But yeah, so custom lineage and variant human.
These flesh sacks.
These nasty flesh sacks.
These human flesh sacks.
So, very inhuman and custom lineage are just too good to not mention basically every single time.
Genuinely, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Like, variant human aside, I agree. The flat buff to everything and being able to pick the feat, brilliant.
That's too good, man.
Would I pick it? No.
No.
I'd rather... No, I wouldn't.
Nah, I know you wouldn't. I wouldn't. But, you know, for people who want to get that feat at the beginning, and, like, some DMs don't allow feats just from level 1, that's a great way to like get into a really niche play style and get a little bit extra that maybe you wouldn't get.
We're going to say this every single time, so take a shot every single time we say that. In every video we do like this.
Don't do that.
Want to get fucked?
We get fucked up.
Get fucked up.
We get fucking crunk.
So, the races.
Yes.
The first race we're going to suggest, apart from those two, is a Furbolg.
It's a Furbolg.
It's a Furbolg, isn't it?
Why Furbolg?
So, Furbolg, in my opinion, the stats are wonderful. You get a +2 to wisdom and a +1 to strength.
The strength's a bit shit.
The strength is a bit shit.
But the +2 to the primary stat that you're going to want
definitely
is important.
And you know what? It's not necessarily just that. The racials are wonderful for a druid, in my opinion.
Some of them are really powerful and some of them are really thematic.
Yeah, exactly.
You get 30-foot move speed, standard. You're a medium creature, standard.
So, and again, you know what? That +1 strength. To be honest, as a druid, you're probably not going to be stacking your strength.
Probably not.
So it might be nice to round out potentially the dump stat.
A shit uneven number, maybe. Yeah.
Exactly. Now the traits. This is where the juice is. This is where the milk juice is.
So the milk juice.
The milk juice.
Give me the milk juice.
So the very first thing you get is something called Speech of Beast and Leaf.
How druidy does that sound?
Oh my god, 100%.
Come on.
This is the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. So all beasts and all plants can understand the meaning of your words, but you cannot understand them back, if that makes sense. You can talk to them, they can comprehend you.
And then maybe get an insight check after you say something like that.
And as well as that, you have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them. So
very druidic.
Very, very druidic.
Very, very flavoursome in terms of druids.
The idea of talking to the animals, of talking to the trees
and the plants.
Yeah, definitely. And my first druid, Willow, she did that so much.
She was a Furbolg?
She was a Furbolg.
She
gained so much information from talking to the trees.
Yeah, it's like...
trees have been there since the dawning of time.
Since the dawn of time,
they'll have seen everything.
They might not be able to talk back, but again, you might be able to like get a sense or get like something like that, which is nice. And I think as a DM, like to me, I'd even be happy to allow them to talk back. I think, in very like primitive ways.
Yeah, you did.
It's a tree, so it's not going to have like full meaningful conversation.
Yeah,
but it might like just tell you something.
Yeah,
give a little secret of the woods.
Yeah, little summit.
Secret to the trees.
Yeah, little secrets of the trees. So the next racial trait is called Furbolg Magic, and you can use this once per short or long rest. You can basically cast Detect Magic and Disguise Self with this trait using your Wisdom spellcasting mod. Disguise Self.
Do you not get to cast it once a day for free as well?
Yes, once a day. Yeah. Sorry, yes, once a day for free as well. It's not both. It's either or.
Cast Detect Magic once a day.
Yeah.
Or you can... Sorry about that.
Oh.
Or you can cast Disguise Self once a day for free. Not both. Just one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, like you were saying, Disguise Self.
Disguise Self. Man, Furbolgs are huge, by the way. Furbolgs, I know they count as medium, but they can go up to like 7 foot tall. They're huge beings. And
you're going to stand out as a Furbolg.
When you use Disguise Self as a racial trait, you can make yourself appear 2 feet smaller as well.
There you go.
There you go.
So you can be 5 foot.
Yeah. Once again with the infiltration.
Yeah.
The free cast of it as well. Per short rest.
Free cast per short.
Yeah. And
so many casts.
You know what? Detect Magic speaks for itself.
Detect Magic's great.
But yeah.
In a pinch, when you need it,
you're
going to be so happy that you have it prepared.
100%. That is wonderful. I loved that so much.
That's a fantastic feature. Yeah. That's a great feature.
It is. The
Both
next
of
feature,
those are great features.
Also absolutely fucking brilliant, is Hidden Step.
So fucking potent.
And again, you can use it per short or long rest. And as a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn. Until you attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Just free one round invisibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonus action, disappear.
How much did that save my life when I actually used it right?
When you used it right.
When I used it right, it saved my life.
You can disappear. You can get advantage on an attack when you're invisible.
Yeah.
So that's you can just maybe if you just need to not be seen for one moment.
Yeah. If you need to try and get out of the situation, you run away, then taking their attack of opportunity with a disadvantage.
Exactly.
So that is wonderful. And again, once per short or long rest.
Short or long rest again?
Short or long rest. Wonderful. Absolutely
Excellent.
wonderful. And then finally, you also get powerful build.
Yes.
So you count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Yeah,
So,
which, that's why you have the good strength score. But so, you get this.
It's because...
But you might have a bad strength score, so you might still be okay.
Yeah, and you might, if you need to drag one of your allies out of something or put someone in somewhere.
Yeah, you might not have to. I don't know. If powerful build might say that you could not have your speed halved when you're carrying someone or dragging someone.
Exactly.
I would probably rule that.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Furbolgs are giantkin. Basically, they're fey and giant, so that makes sense. So that's it for the racial traits.
Yeah.
Wonderful racial traits.
Because you get the +1 in strength, which isn't great, you're sort of like, but the racial traits are all so good that I think they outweigh the +1 in strength.
Very much so. Very much so.
I would definitely recommend Furbolg for a druid.
I would also recommend. I have played a Furbolg druid. It synergized so well. And finally, the last thing you get for the race is also you can speak, read, and write Common, Elvish, and Giant. So you get some languages.
Elvish is a fantastic. There's obvious in a fantasy world. I'd be very surprised if there's no elves.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a great language to learn. Giant maybe won't come up as much, but it depends on your setting, really.
Yeah. So that is the Furbolg.
Yes.
The next one.
Who's next?
So the next one, and to be honest, with the Furbolg as well, these are not players' handbook races. This is going on the assumption that you are able to kind of pick whatever race you want.
Xanathars, Tashas, Swordcoast, whatever.
Exactly. Furbolg is actually specifically from
Xanathars.
Volos.
Is it Volos?
It's from Volos, yeah. And the next one is Kalishtar. And am I right in thinking Kalishtar came from Eberron?
Kalishtar did come from Eberron, yeah.
So, again, this is on the basis that all the books are open, etc., etc. So Kalishtar, now you get a +2 to wisdom and a +1 to charisma.
Also not the best for druids.
Hear me out.
This is like Margaret's dream.
This is my dream.
Yeah.
I love charisma because I love being able to talk to people. I understand that might not be pertinent to you or to everyone.
But so like Margaret's the sort of person who will like put it in a primary stat and then probably go straight to charisma over the other things that she probably needs.
I do.
So, this is great if you're a socialite.
Indeed. Again, 30-foot movement speed and you're medium size.
Yeah, standard stuff.
Now, the racial traits.
Good racial traits, these.
Good racial traits.
Really good.
So, dual mind. You have advantage on all wisdom saving throws. You're probably never going to fail a wisdom saving throw.
You're going to have a massive plus because it's your primary thing and you have proficiency in the saving throw.
And then to have advantage.
Now you have advantage.
Yeah, you're probably not going to fail one.
And I'm telling you, wisdom saving throws are probably going to be the most common in the entire game. They come up so often. So that is so fucking powerful.
Wonderful. That works perfect.
So good.
Any wisdom-based class, that's wonderful.
Sorted.
The next one is Mental Disciple. You have resistance to psychic damage. Again, maybe not
Mental discipline.
What did I say?
Disciple.
Shut up, did I? He's a bit mental, him. Disciple.
Warner, boss.
Mental disciple.
Mental discipline.
No, mental discipline.
No.
You're resistant to psychic damage.
You're resistant to psychic damage. Not a massively common damage type.
Yeah.
Depends on the setting. When do you want to know that moment it comes in handy? You'll be happy you have it.
Yeah.
It probably won't come out all the time.
Yeah. Is it thematic to the druid specifically? Probably not.
Probably not.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So the next one is mental disciple.
Mental disciple. I was holding on for a second. I was like, shall I say it? Shall I say it?
God.
Shall I say it?
The next one is Mindling.
Yeah.
You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see, provided the creature is a number of feet away from you, equal to 10 times your level. You don't need to share a language for them to understand you, but the creature has to understand one language. And then you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour or until you end the effect as an action. That
is fucking unreal.
That, oh my god, especially if you are in wild shape.
If you're in wild shape or you're a moon druid.
You're going to be in wild shape a lot as a moon druid. And it's so important. It's vital to be able to communicate with your party.
Just before the dungeon crawl.
Yeah. And you know what? Let's say you're infiltrating somewhere. You've gone in as a little rabbit somewhere. And you know what? Even the number 10 times your level.
It just grows exponentially.
Yeah, exactly. It scales.
It's 10 times your level. That's 100 feet.
And that's 1 hour. That's 1 hour of connection
level 10,
as well.
100 feet. Level 9, 90 feet. It's when you start getting up above like level 3, they're, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet.
Yes,
they're good distances.
Yes, they are, definitely. So that's perfect. That is perfect for like an infiltrator type.
Love that.
That's perfect if there's an unspoken thing in the room.
Yeah.
Really good.
Love that.
Now
I can't express to you how strong that is in game.
The next one, Severed from Dreams. So I'm thinking of disciple.
Mental disciple.
Mental. So Severed from Dreams. Yeah, you are immune to magical spells and effects that require you to dream, like the dream spell, but not to spells and effects that put you to sleep, like the sleep spell.
That'll probably never come up. Just, that'll probably never come up.
Yeah.
But, everything else is so good that it doesn't really matter. That's good shit.
I would say the dual mind, the advantage on the wisdom saves, and the mind link, they are so perfect.
So good.
In my
Good.
opinion. The other two are,
The mind link.
Mental design.
The mind link for a druid is so good.
It
to
is.
not have to have taken a feat to get like telepathic.
Which is what I did.
Yeah,
I had to take telepathic to be able to communicate.
To just get that as your class, as your race, sorry, is so good. So good.
Agreed.
You get to read and write in Common, Corey, and one other language of your choice.
Yeah, so you can choose a language.
That's nice.
Yeah, wonderful. And then the final one is a wood elf.
Yes.
So you get +2 to your dex.
This is more of a flavor pick, this one.
This is more of a flavor pick, being honest with you. You get +2 to dex, you get +1 to wisdom. Your movement speed is 35 feet.
35.
So
nice.
an extra 5 feet. And you have medium size.
Yeah.
So this is the one where you're not putting the 2 into your wisdom, right?
Yeah.
But there's arguments to be made that your dex is also important, especially depending on how you move your stats around, right?
Yeah.
So the racial traits for the wood elf, 60 feet dark. Well, this is the elf part of the wood elf that you'll see through all the elves. 60-foot dark vision. You have keen senses, so you have proficiency in the perception skill.
So that means you could move one of your proficiencies.
Yeah.
We were talking about insight, survival, and perception.
Yeah.
You get this for free as elf.
Yeah, you have it.
So now you can go into survival and insight.
Yeah, opens up a skill.
Extra skills always nice.
You have Fey ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
I can't tell you how many times you're going to come into contact with charm.
100%.
So many campaigns.
Oh my God, 100%.
So many monsters have charm. Like having advantage is so fucking good.
That is great.
Most charms are all wisdom. So that means you're going to get advantage and it's going to be wisdom based. So you're going to be sound.
Agreed. And then finally, trance. Elves don't need to sleep. Instead, they just meditate deeply, remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
You're the watcher of the group.
Indeed.
At night.
Makes sense if you have advantage, if you have perception and if you have proficiency in perception, if you're a mental disciple, if you have proficiency in perception.
You're a mental disciple. You silly sausage.
If someone sneaks up on you on a watch, you have advantage on being charmed against them or them putting you to sleep. So that works. But that's the basic elf stuff. Now the wood elf specific. So you have elf weapon training. So your proficiency with a long sword, short bow, and longbow. Again,
maybe not the most powerful thing for a druid. But
a longbow, you would at least have some range.
You get spells.
You're a spellcaster.
Yeah. You never know. It might come in clutch if you need it, but it's probably not that.
You have fleet of foot, which makes your walking speed 35 feet.
Yeah.
You have Mask of the Wild, so you can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really flavoursome, especially as a druid, to be able to use the world around you
exactly.
to be... what is it? You can attempt to hide even only lightly obscured.
Yeah, exactly.
I will probably come into play more than you think.
A lot. Especially if you are the person who does the watches.
Yeah.
You're the person who's proficient in perception. You're doing the survival checks. You're infiltrating.
Yeah.
And then finally you can read and ride.
Read, ride.
Your languages are common and Elvish.
Common and Elvish.
So the Wood Elf definitely is not
the
as
most
potent as the others.
Yeah.
But, flavor-wise, it might be a good pick.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We've got 2 honorable mentions.
Yep.
So we've got Shifter, which, their primary stat is in Wisdom.
Yep.
And as a Shifter, you can sort of like make your body sort of animalistic in a way.
Yeah.
Which is very awesome for flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And then if your Dungeon Master allows you to take some of the Eberron Marks classes, races, there are 2 that are very, very good. The Mark of Finding, Variant Human, and Half Orc.
Yeah.
You get +2 in Wisdom and +1 in Con, which is awesome for maintaining concentration on your spells.
Yep.
If you make I think it's survival check or a perception check, you get to add a d4 to the roll. Also great.
Pretty good.
You get to cast Hunter's Mark, which you're probably going to have far better things to concentrate on. But, it's
true.
Very
true.
Might come in clutch in a pinch. And then they get some access to some great spells.
Yeah.
They're great, but I wouldn't be surprised if your DM wouldn't allow them.
Yes. Eberron specifically, especially the marks, I feel like that is very much for that one setting that they were created for. But you never know. You never know. Obviously, apart from the Wood Elf, the Wood Elf is Player's Handbook. The other 2 races are obviously
Volos and Eberron.
So do double check. But
just check those books are open.
Those are our suggestions. And honestly, again, you take whatever race you want.
Yeah. They're just our topics.
I would always suggest taking something that at the very least has something in Wisdom. Buff your Wisdom somehow.
Yeah.
Even if it's just by one.
Something in your Wisdom, yeah. Definitely,
totally.
100%.
Indeed. So that's it for the races.
Yes.
Now the next one, we're going to talk about backgrounds.
A little bit. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, backgrounds are something that we don't really use in our games.
Yeah, we don't.
Mainly because we have custom lineage and we can kind of choose all of our stuff.
Yeah.
But we understand that a lot of tables do use backgrounds.
Yes.
We're going to say this every single time. This is going to be exactly the same. Take a shot every single time we say this in one of these videos. But don't let your background define who your character is if you don't want it to.
Yeah, like that's what they're used for in Player's Handbook, is to like sort of be like, oh, these are your traits and bonds and flaws and ideals and shit like that. And, this is where you come from. You're a criminal. You're a merchant. You're an acolyte. You know, like to me, all they're there for is to get a couple of extra proficiency bonuses, an extra language if you want, or maybe a tool proficiency.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
So to my players, I'd just say, if you do pick backgrounds, just pick something that excites you in terms of a tool proficiency or excites you in terms of a skill that you might be able to get proficiency in. What we do at our table is you just get to pick 2 proficiencies that you want, an extra language if you want, and if you can tell me why you would have a tool proficiency, I'll give it to you.
Yeah. And again, not everyone will do it like that. And your DM might want you to pick a background, but hey, you might want your background to define your character. You might go, oh, criminal, yeah, perfect. But just know you don't have to. We would always suggest look for the skill proficiencies you like and all the other good stuff. And
to pick, like when you're looking at them, like don't go, oh, Acolyte's got the ones I want in terms of skill proficiencies or tool proficiencies or languages, but I don't want to be an Acolyte. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Take it so you get the things that you want and then roleplay it however you want. Don't let that define your character if you don't want it to.
Yeah.
But if you do want to, that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
But to me, they're just there for skill proficiencies, language, tool proficiencies.
Same. Yeah, same. So, shall we move on to the subclasses?
The subclasses.
So, we mentioned in the beginning about a certain type of druid.
Oh, is it this one?
It's that one.
Is that what you play?
That's actually what I play.
Is it?
And I know you're thinking
I know nothing about it. I would like to be educated.
Well, let me tell you all about Circle of the Moon, baby.
Let's go!
So...
We'll show you our 3 top picks from Druid.
Yeah, 3 top picks. Now, again, we mentioned it in the beginning. A Circle of the Moon Druid is different to all the other druids.
Yes,
you are going to be doing things differently with your Circle of the Moon Druid, but it would have been wrong for us not to talk about it.
Yeah, and also because it
slaps.
It's fucking powerful as.
It slaps.
It's super, super duper powerful, but it's also the outlier in terms of like all the others will be like spellcasters, close quarters or far away. Like that's sort of up to you. But the Moon Druid just takes that and sort of chucks it all out the window and you're like a melee combatant. Really?
Yeah.
Is what you are.
Exactly. So, with the Circle of the Moon at 2nd level, you get something called Combat Wild Shape. So, you gain the ability to use Wild Shape on your turn as a bonus action rather than an action. Additionally, when you are transformed by Wild Shape, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level of the spell slot expended. So, bonus action Wild Shape. Everyone else, it's an action.
Everyone else is an action. So that means you're freeing up your action on that first turn. Wild Shape, move in, attack.
Yep.
You're not losing ground in the fight.
You're not losing anything.
Which is really important.
Yeah, and also what I didn't mention there is you also get a higher CR beast you can turn into immediately. You can immediately turn into a CR1 beast.
And everyone else can do quarter. Yeah.
And obviously it scales up as you level up.
Yeah.
But that's just, again, being able to bonus action Wild Shape, get into the form you need, get into the fray.
Like first round.
Yeah.
It's not like you'll realize in D&D there's something called setup. And it's like, how quickly can I get my shit rolling?
Yeah.
How quickly can I get the concentration spell up I need? Get the ability that I use rolling. It's like, because you've only got an action, a bonus action, and movement. So if you've got a bunch of stuff loading up your bonus action, it's going to take you a few rounds to set up.
Yeah.
So moving that Wild Shape to bonus action with the subclass may not sound like you're getting a huge amount, but that is massive.
It truly is. And it means if you're in range, especially if you're Wild Shaping into a beast that has a faster speed than you, you can attack on your first turn.
On your first turn.
If you can reach.
Which is sick.
So then, circle form, sorry, I kind of jumped the gun here. Yep, you start as a challenge rating high as 1.
Yeah.
And then at 6th level, you can transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your Druid level, divided by 3, rounded down. So 6th level, you can get CR2 beasts. And then at 10th level, you can turn into an elemental.
Yeah.
So it's I love it. You all know I love it. It's great being a hit point sponge.
Yeah.
You can put yourself in the way of things. You can take a lot of damage, a lot of hits. You get 2 wild shapes, so that basically means you have 3 health bars.
Yeah, you got, because obviously I know 1D&D's changing it where it's just like that hit point pool is all you get. But at the minute, you have your Druid health bar, you have your wild shape health bar. If you come out of that and then wild shape again, you got
another full health bar.
So you got loads of hit points.
Yeah, big sponge.
And at level 2, when you get this feature, the wild shape feature, you can fucking go into a brown bear or something and have 2 attacks from level 2.
Yes.
When everything
else is crazy.
Only has 1 attack.
Yeah, exactly. Everything else gets
powerful.
multi-attack at level 5.
So powerful.
If you play a Moon Druid in the 5e rules and you wild shape into a brown bear, which you can because it's a CR1 beast, at level 2, you are going to be able to have multi-attack. You're going to do 2d6 on one hit and you're going to do 1d8 on the other hit. And you're going to be a big fucking massive hit point sponge.
Sack of hit points.
And it feels really good.
Yeah.
It feels really, really
maybe
good.
A little too good.
Little too good, maybe, some could argue.
I would say.
Yeah, so that's the Moon Druid. That's
the Moon Druid. They're just the highlights of the Moon Druid.
That's the core of the Moon Druid.
They're really great. If you want to play a melee druid, that's a great way to do it.
Totally.
You can flavor your wild shape so you could just change your form. Instead, if you didn't want to go be an animal, you could just change it to be I'm a brown bear. And you're just sort of like a bear person.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. These are the things that you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unreal.
It is. It truly is. I love it.
What's next?
So
we and ahed about this one.
We did.
The third one is an absolute nailed on.
Yeah.
I'll give the 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That lost out to this. Circle of Spores, very good.
Yeah.
Close quarters, I would say.
Yep.
For their symbiotic whatever it is
the
around them.
entity or whatever. Yeah.
And Wildfire Druid.
Yeah.
Both very good. Both very strong.
Both great druids.
But just sort of missed out to
Circle of Stars, baby.
Circle of Stars Druid.
Circle of Stars Druid. So there is actually quite a lot to this druid.
There's so much to this druid.
So let's get into it. So you get something called your star map. When you have your star map, the guidance cantrip, and you also have the guiding bolt spell prepared. And they don't count against your spells known. You always have them known. You get a free cast of guiding bolt a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Guidance is one of the best cantrips in the game.
Yep.
Guiding bolt is an unreal spell to not count towards the spells that you have prepared, and then to get to cast it 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah, I know.
For free?
For free. You're not expending a spell slot. They don't count towards your prepared. That's wild. That's brilliant. And that's insane.
Like Guiding Bolt, if you don't know what Guiding Bolt does, it's an attack roll, which is always better than saving throws, in my opinion. It does a decent amount of damage, and then it gives the next person who attacks that advantage. Yeah. Because they're like bright with that guiding light.
Yep. Feels real good. That is so thematic to the stars, Druid.
Yeah, 100%. How fucking strong is that?
I know that's amazing. That is amazing. So at 2nd level, you get your Starry form. Now, as a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild shape feature to take on a starry form rather than transforming into a beast. And you get to choose from 3 constellations that glimmer on your body. First of all, thematically beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
God,
beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
I love that so much. You can theme that so many ways.
So many ways.
So many ways.
So beautiful.
So the 3 options you have the Archer. When you activate this form, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet of you. On a hit, the attack deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. And at 10th level, it goes up to 2d8.
Like,
as a bonus action, you get to have a 60-foot ranged attack.
As a bonus action. As we said before, action economy is really important in D&D. So, like, being able to weaponize your bonus action every round with that range and a 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier, that's the same as having a fucking bow, by the way.
Like, that is incredible. That's amazing.
So good. That's so good.
That absolutely slaps. And again, 10th level goes to 2d8. Like, you know, granted, you can say at 10th level 2d8 isn't a lot. It's a bonus action.
It's a fucking bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
You can cast one of your many free guiding bolts and then literally just get advantage on this attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Guiding bolt, get advantage, shoot with your bow.
Yep.
Just get an advantage.
Yep, wonderful. And you know what? 60 feet, great.
That's a great range.
That's great.
So bad.
The next one is Chalice. It's Mental Disciple. Chalice. Whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. Goes up to 2d8 at 10th level.
Like, the only other bonus action heal in the game is Healing Word. And it does half.
Yeah. What is it? 2d4?
1d4.
1d4.
If you cast it first level, 1 level.
Blah.
Shut up. If you cast the first level, it's 1d4. Second level, 2d4. Goes up like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's... And it's unreal when a subclass gives you, like, variety.
Definitely.
Like, one fight you can be DPS. Next fight you can be healer.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you aren't pigeonholing yourself. You're like, this is a high damage fight. I'm going to switch to my Chalice form.
And again, it's a bonus action.
It's
a bonus action. And again, yes, you expend your wild save slots. You only get 2. You get 2 per short rest. Again, it's kind of like the Warlock situation in 5e,
2
right?
per short rest. That's so many, though.
Yeah, especially for short resting.
When they last what?
It's your Druid level rounded down. Half your Druid level rounded down.
Amount of hours?
Yes. So, yeah.
That's so long.
Yeah,
That's so good.
It is.
Short rest as well.
Yeah,
man.
It is.
That's sick.
It is. And you know what? Dropping your wild shape is a free action. I don't necessarily know if dropping your starry form would be a free action in 5e.
Unless it says otherwise, I would probably say so.
I'm not certain, but that's great. And again, you know, that's wonderful if you need to have a little bit of extra juice for your healing.
Yeah, 100%.
And then finally, you get Dragon. When you make an intelligence or a wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Constitution? Constitution? Constitution.
So when you make an intelligence or wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, you can treat a roll of 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10.
So the only way you're going to lose concentration is if it's massive damage.
Yeah.
That is the only way. If the damage is so high that... So if you're getting hit for more than
20,
you know, and that's only going to be happening in the late game.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so strong.
You can treat a 9 or lower as a 10. That's
it's just free.
Lower levels. Amazing.
That's just free save.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely amazing. And also at 10th level with the dragon, you also get a 20-foot flying speed and you can hover as well. So, which
20 foot isn't massive,
no.
but to be able to get up in the air, like to just hover, to go up 10, 20 feet first round and then 40 feet the second round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you're going to be almost out of reach for a lot of fights, which is sick.
And you know what? If you can hover, that means you get to ignore difficult terrain as well.
Yeah. Not a single one of them is bad.
No, they're all brilliant.
Do you know,
they're all great.
They're also situationally different. It's like, all right, we've got this fight where I need to keep up concentration on this spell.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll go dragon this time.
Yeah.
You're going to have to fucking get rid of a lot of ranged enemies.
Yep.
All right, I'll go arch. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
That's so good.
I agree. And you know what? Again, variety.
Versatile. Love versatility.
Totally. Agreed.
Making the most versatile class in 5e even more versatile.
Yeah, having options is so important. So then at 6th level, you get something called Cosmic Omen. I keep thinking Mental Disciple. I'm so sorry. It's not that funny. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can consult your star map for omens.
Yeah, all right, babe. Don't make you read it.
No, yeah, go on.
When you do so, roll a die. Until you finish the next long rest, you gain access to a special reaction based on whether you rolled an even or an odd number on the die. You okay? Do you want me to keep going?
No, keep going.
Okay, wheel, which is even.
Wheel.
A creature within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. You can use your reaction to roll a d6 to add the number rolled. You okay, babe?
It's like Silvery Barbs. It's not as good as Silvery Barbs.
And then war odd, you get to subtract a d6.
Yep.
The only thing about this is a creature within 30 feet of you is about to.
You don't get to see the outcome.
You don't get to see the outcome. So it's like, okay, I know this needs absolute most chance of success.
Yep.
I'll give it to you now.
Yep.
You don't get to wait until it's been rolled.
Yep.
But it's still a reaction.
Yeah, it's like like a better Bardic Inspiration.
Really? It was better.
Well, no, because Bardic Inspiration starts at 1d6.
Yeah.
1d8.
Scales like fuck as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's similar though. It is super similar.
Yeah.
But and I just love the sort of chance of fate. Okay, we're buffing today. Okay, we're negating the enemy today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
Granted, it's once per long rest, but still.
Yeah.
Still being able to that could come in so clutch in a combat. So clutch.
Is it once per long rest?
Yeah, whenever you finish a long rest, you can consult your star map for omens.
Yeah, but you get to do it as many times as you want as long as you got a reaction.
Oh, do you? When you do so, roll a die. Until you finish your next long rest, you gain access to a special reaction.
Yeah, every round.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh no, you can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
There we go. Which, at 6th level, you probably...
Oh, yeah. You're
going to have 3, and then you're not far off having 4.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Basically, it won't be long after that. You'll have a proficiency bonus of 4. So being able to do that 3 times... That's super strong.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
And I love the thematics of it.
I also
consult the star map.
Yeah, you look at what the stars telling you.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's sick.
I think out of all of them, thematically, Circle of Stars is my favorite. Out of every single druid,
yeah, I think
Stars is my favorite.
And I just love you've weaponized your bonus action. Are you weaponizing your reaction? You know what I mean? Like you are. So you are Swiss Army knives of all Swiss Army knives.
Oh my god, 100%.
When you stick the tools out, those tools have tools. Like it's just it's
rancid vibes.
It's definitely not rancid vibes. It's fucking beautiful.
Oh,
extremely awesome vibes.
Exquisite vibes.
Exquisite vibes. Exquisite vibes.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I love that.
And obviously your 10th level ability just buffs all of your first abilities.
I will
again.
100% play a Stars Druid.
Yeah.
I have a really good idea for a Stars Druid as well.
Do it.
I would love to play a Stars Druid.
Man, so cool.
So cool. So cool. So then, the final Druid. It is the Circle of Shepherd Druid.
Which is what Margaret played in our last campaign.
It is. Can you tell I'm biased? Huh?
I mean, this is undoubtedly strong.
Oh my god, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
And I think that people who maybe don't understand D&D too much would look at it and be like, yeah, that's okay. it's when you really get into the nuts, the mental disciple, the nuts and bolts of D&D. You begin to see how strong this subclass really is,
and again versatile.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
So at second level, you get your spirit totem. Now your spirit totem has a 60-foot range, and then it's a 30-foot radius that it emits. And you can use it as a bonus action, and you get it back on a short rest.
Fucking bonkers.
Insane.
A bonus action
to have 60-foot range.
60-foot range, 30-foot radius.
30-foot radius.
I just want you to understand that 30-foot radius on a map is huge. Short rest. And you'll see why they're fucking bonkers when we read them out.
Well, there's three options that you can go through with your spirit totems.
Yeah.
So the first is the bear spirit. Each creature of your choice in the aura, when the spirit appears, gains temporary hit points equal to 5 plus your druid level. And they also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while in the aura.
Not the strongest, but it is good. It is good.
Not the strongest, but again, Jesus, at low levels, that's going to be an extra 7 hit points.
That's like double your health.
Yeah, that's at low levels.
That's really strong.
Huge.
That needs. Do you know what? I wish that had scaled.
Yeah, that needs to scale a little bit better.
It needs to scale better, but it doesn't scale that well.
Yeah, but again, advantage on strength checks and saving throws. It's like the might of the bear. Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
I love that thematically.
I love the thematics of it as well.
Now, the hawk spirit. When a creature makes an attack roll against a target in the spirit's aura, you can use your reaction to grant advantage to that attack roll. And you also have advantage on wisdom, perception checks while in the aura. So you need to protect your friend. You know that your friends are about to attack something. Drop the aura on the things. All your friends get advantage on the attacks in them.
Reaction. No, you go. So you use so you can use your reaction to grant advantage to that.
I read that so wrong.
So once per round, you can be like, you get advantage on your next attack.
Yep.
You get advantage on your next attack.
Yep.
You get advantage on your next attack.
You get advantage. As
a reaction.
Yeah, as a reaction.
Again, things that use your bonus actions and reactions are so strong because there might go around where you might not get to use your reaction.
Yeah.
Might not get to use your bonus action because it's not needed. So things that use those things, that's why they're so strong.
Yeah. And again, advantage on perception checks in the aura as well.
Yeah.
Great in case something's sneaking up on you.
Yeah.
So then finally we have the unicorn spirit.
And here's the juice.
That
wasn't the juice. This is the juice.
Here's the juice. So when you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside of the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to your druid level, and you also get advantage on all ability checks to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. Listen, oh my god. Every single time you heal, the creatures in the aura
that you want.
That you choose, by the way, so you can put it wherever you want. You don't have to worry about the enemies. They get hit points equal to your druid level every time.
And, that sounds strong and stuff, but that only gets stronger because of what this subclass does.
Oh my god.
So, if you don't know, the Circle of the Shepherd is actually a summoner.
It's a summoner.
So you get to have your summons. And your summon will stand in the aura.
Yep.
You'll heal an ally, and your summon will get healed.
Yep.
You'll heal somebody else.
You'll heal yourself, and you could not be in the aura at all.
You could be 60 feet away.
Yep.
And then everybody in the aura is just getting healed.
And the aura gets the hit points.
And it just scales with your level.
Yep.
It's so strong.
This is exactly how I played my first druid, and oh my god, it was amazing. Everyone was real hard to kill because of it.
It was that picks up people who are unconscious without healing them.
Yep.
You might be low and somebody else might be low. You heal yourself and that person gets picked up.
It could be a team thing. Someone knows in that aura they'll get healed. They drag their friend into the aura.
Drag their friend into the aura.
Yeah.
And the barbarian drags the unconscious rogue into the aura and looks at the druid.
You hold your action until they're in. You cast Cure Wounds on yourself.
They both get healed.
Yeah, and they get brought up. It's insane.
It's so
it's
strong.
Absolutely insane. It really is.
So strong.
It is.
Man, it's so good.
It is.
I forgot. Do you know, I almost forgot how good it is.
Me too. You know what? Good. I did as well.
And that's only
that's only the second level. That's only the spirit totems, by the way. So, at 6th level, you get Mighty Summoner. Any beast or face summoned or created by a spell that you cast gains the 2 benefits. So, each summon gets 2 extra hit points per hit die it has.
Per hit die.
Per hit die. It would mean when I used to use the spell Conjure Animals, I used to be able to summon 2 CR1 beasts, and they would be juiced up. Yeah, they'd be big juiced up bears.
You basically just get a massive. You just they already have a decent amount of hit points, but then they're getting 2 hit dice per
hit die. It has
two healing per hit dice.
Yeah.
So let's just say they have 6 hit dice. That means another 12 hit points on top of the hit points they already had. And there's 2 of them.
And there's 2 of them.
An extra 24 hit points.
Yep.
And then you stick them in the aura, and they're just getting healed.
Yeah. Well, then all their attacks count as magical as well at 6th level.
Which is summons, great. This is when most classes get magical attack.
Yeah.
So.
And then at 10th level, when a summon ends its turn in your spirit totem aura, it regains a number of hit points equal to half your druid level.
That's fucking stupid.
That's insane. And it doesn't even have to be the unicorn spirit.
It just gets healed for
just
5
by being in the aura.
By being in the aura.
Insane.
Like, action economy, as we've just said so many times, is so fucking important.
Yep.
And when you've got bears that have 2 attacks, that's an extra 4 attacks, an extra almost, I would say, 70 hit points because of the way they scale up. On the battlefield, you're basically inadvertently tanking for your group.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Exactly. And, in the beginning, Willow was a healer, right? And I always felt really bad about healing, even with the totems. But then once I got into the groove of, okay, I can actually be valuable in terms of damage because I summon, and then I can keep the summons alive and I can keep everyone else alive.
Yeah.
Felt really good.
Like, you would summon, get it, then after you would summon,
I'd piss off.
Yeah, you'd be concentrating on that, and then she'd just be slinging spells into the aura where her bears are and where Malice was, the tank. And, they can grant flanking for your other enemies.
Yep.
So, it's for your other allies. So Malice would just stand on the other side of a bear, and they'd both get... Margaret would end up dealing the most damage because she was taking 4 attacks without her turn.
Yeah. Yeah, which was wild.
Ridiculous.
Which was absolutely fucking wild. And you know what? It's so wild. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but looking back on it, oh my god, now I know a lot more about D&D. Insane.
Think towards the end of the campaign, we started to realise how strong it was.
Totally. And again, when they end their turn in the totem aura,
get 5 healing, don't they?
Yeah, wild.
And that's 5 healing at level 10.
They're getting 5 every single time, no matter what.
You get to level 12, 6, level 14, 7. It just scales. It's nice.
It does. And then finally, and this was my favorite part.
So good.
This was my favorite part, is Faithful Summons at 14th level. If you were reduced to 0 hit points or you are incapacitated against your will, you can immediately gain the benefits of Conjure Animals as if it were cast as a 9th level spell slot. It summons 4 beasts of your choice that are challenge rating 2 or lower. The conjured beasts appear within 20 feet of you. The spell lasts for 1 hour, requiring no concentration or until you dismiss it, and you can do it once per long
If you
rest.
get brought back up, you're concentrating on a 9th level spell. You can just start concentrating on the spell.
Because you're not concentrating on it. And oh my god, if that isn't the most thematic, wonderful...
They all just come to protect you.
The idea that when you get knocked down, all of your summons and all of these animals rush to your defense. Wonderful.
Let me just hit you. So,
hit him with a polar bear.
Hit him with the polar bear.
Yep.
Polar bear. 12 AC, not great. That's fine. They have 42 hit points each.
And you have 4 of them.
84, what is it?
I don't know.
126, 140, is it 140?
You could have said any number there, Jack, and I would have been like, yep.
I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot of hit points.
It's like almost like fucking 170 hit points.
It's a lot of hit points.
I think it's 168 hit points.
I don't know.
That's so many hit points.
Yep.
They all have fucking 2 attacks, so you've just gained 8. You've gone unconscious. Oh, that's okay, because you got 8 attacks.
Yep. Wild.
What the fuck's wrong with this fucking subclass?
Wild. Absolutely wild. Juiced.
What's wrong with this subclass?
Wild. Honestly, that's insane.
They just stand around you and protect
you.
So it's like that moment where maybe someone stood over you and they're like, all right, I'm going to next turn, I'm just going to lay into this person and like reduce those death saving throws. Well, you're not really though, because you're about to get mauled with 8 bear attacks.
Yeah, and you know what? I used this once, and I used it when it really mattered. I sacrificed myself knowing my summons would take it.
You were low, and somebody was like, oh, I'm going to try and take that hit for you, and you turn at them and you were like, don't.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what?
No,
Why?
no. What happened was they were about to get hit. They were going to go down. So Willow had an item that meant she could basically take a hit for someone.
Yeah.
And she just took the hit.
And
everyone was like, what are you doing?
Like, why are you doing that?
And I was like, just wait.
And then 4 fucking bears turned up. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah. That juiced. Absolutely
That's
so
just
juiced.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I love that too.
I love all of the thematics of it.
Me too.
I think it's like sleeper. It's like sleeper pick. Everyone's like, oh, Moon Druid, Moon Druid.
Yeah.
I actually think that's the most powerful.
I agree. I agree.
Druid subclass.
I very much agree.
I think, in my opinion, Staz is my favorite. Staz is very powerful.
Yeah. No, Staz is powerful.
And I love the thematics of it. But Shepherd, if you're just going for pure raw
output,
that's the best.
Agreed. And you know 100%. What? Reading it out, Circle of Moon compared to the rest sounds a little bit flat, and that's because it is a player's handbook.
It's a player's handbook, and it doesn't player's handbooks. Subclasses don't get as much.
Yeah.
They don't get as many things.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's crazy, isn't it? Because it only gets one thing, but that one thing is so fucking strong.
It's so good at what it
does. Scales up so well.
Yeah.
Early game, no one will touch you in terms of damage.
No
Late
way.
game, you sort of come back in line.
Yeah.
But then you get like the elementals, and I don't like the theme of the elementals, but the elementals have like 100 hit points.
Elemental
each.
slap. They do. They truly do.
They can burrow. They can stand in people's spaces and set them on fire. Their stat blocks are great.
Yeah. So it when we go through those, looking back at Circle of Moon, if you want to be a hit point sponge, if you want to be melee, if you want to be melee and cast spells, it's a great alternative.
It is, yeah.
But man, those other two slap as well.
Man, those 3. If you're gonna play, they're the 3 we recommend.
Agreed. Very much so. But, Spores and Wildfire were, close picks.
Spores and Wildfire are good, but maybe just not as powerful.
Yeah, ultimately play whatever you want.
Play whatever you want, man. Fucking go for it.
But yeah, I hope that inspired I hope that got your juices flowing a little bit there, to be honest. Because that's so exciting to think about. So, shall we move to the next topic, which is stats?
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, this is all dependent on how your DM wants to do stats.
Yeah.
The kind of 3 main ways, in our opinion, is standard array, which comes in the books. You can do point by, and you can also roll for your dice.
Yeah,
roll for your stats.
They're roll for your dice.
Roll for your dice.
You turn up and you get your dice taken away from you because you didn't roll well enough. They're the 3 main ways. So when it comes to rolling, everybody has a different technique.
Yep.
Every DM things like has a different way of doing it. Has a different way of setting out for the players, and that's absolutely fine as long as you're happy with that and the dungeon master's happy with that. We can't tell you what to do when it comes to that.
Indeed.
So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you, if you play standard array, I'll tell you now exactly what to do, and I'll also put a graphic up if you were to play point by, and these are just guidelines. You can change them however you want.
Yeah, it depends what's important to you.
Yes.
And we've set it up at what's important to us. And I think the most important thing to say here is your dex and your con are kind of interchangeable, right?
To me, it's your dex and your int.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, to me, when I'm playing a spellcaster, I want my primary stat as high as possible.
Yep.
I want my constitution as high as possible because we don't have a huge amount of hit points, and that's important because that helps to get your hit points up. But also, when you're making concentration checks,
the higher the number, the more likely you are to succeed.
It's a constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
So you want them because, you don't want to be casting a fucking concentration spell, getting hit, losing concentration.
Yeah.
Casting a concentration, and just that's a horrible cycle to get into.
Definitely. And then dex is important because it's your armor class, and it's also your initiative. So,
and
whatever is important to you, we would suggest, but well, we'll go through the numbers.
Yeah, and intelligence probably not so much, but quite a few skills like animal handling and nature and stuff like that. They're all intelligence based. You also get proficiency intelligence saving throws as a druid. Kinda, I don't know if that's, I don't know why.
Yeah.
So it's up to you how you want to play it. But yeah, I think I'm on board with Margaret. I think it's wisdom, constitution, dex.
Yeah.
They're the things we want.
Yeah, but do that however you wish. So, if you are playing with standard array,
you're going to go.
You are probably going to go.
Yes. Strength 8.
Listen, strength is
Dex 13. Constitution 14. Intelligence 12. wisdom 15, charisma 10. That's what we recommend.
Yeah. And again, they're all very much so interchangeable. We would always suggest putting a higher stat in wisdom because that governs your spell save DC, it governs you to hit, etc., etc. We would always recommend putting a higher stat in wisdom. And again, depending on what race you went as well, depends on where the numbers are.
Yeah, you might. So if you do go with Furbolg, you're going to get the +2 to your wisdom, so you're going to get 17 wisdom at first level, which is fucking sick.
Which is great.
But then your 8 strength will turn into a 9 strength.
yeah, exactly. If you go Kalishtar, you're going to get the 2 in wisdom and then the 1 in charisma.
So then you're going to get an 11 charisma.
Yeah, and if you go Wood Elf, you're going to get the 2 in dex and the 1 in charisma, in wisdom. So it all depends.
That's how we do it, and sort of, apart from the wisdom and constitution, put the rest where you want, but dex is always really valuable.
Yeah, strength is, it depends what you want to do. Do you like being able to pick things up, open things, move things, grab things, drag things? Maybe consider your strength a bit more.
Yeah.
For your charisma, if you like to be able to talk to people, if you like to be able to persuade,
if you want to be a socialite.
Exactly, consider your charisma.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, your dexterity governs your AC and your initiative. Your constitution governs your hit points and your concentration checks. Your intelligence governs... Can you tell that intelligence is the thing I have the least knowledge of? What does intelligence govern?
Your intelligence-based skills?
Yeah. So
that's really about it.
Dump intelligence, boo! That's my suggestion. Always dump intelligence.
Okay, so for point buy,
yes,
I'll hit you with the stats, and then I'll tell you how much I spent in each one, okay?
Yeah.
So, strength is 8, dexterity is 14, constitution is 15, intelligence is 10, wisdom is 15, charisma is 8. I spent 7 points in dex, I spent 9 in constitution, I spent 2 in intelligence, and I spent 9 in wisdom.
Again, it's very similar to...
It's similar, but with this, the thing is, right, point buy is great when you have a multi-ability score dependent character.
Yeah.
If you're playing a monk, let me put it this way: if it's between standard, if your DM comes to you and says it's between standard array and point buy, and you're playing a monk, you say point buy. Because you can basically get 3 8s and 3 15s, and you need good con, good dex, good wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're playing a paladin, you want to go point buy because you'll be able to get the 3 stats nice and high. It means you're shit at quite a few things, but the things that you actually need to be good at, you're good at.
Yeah, you're good at them.
So, point buy, that's why point buy is great, but also sucks in my opinion, because the min-maxes just go 15, 15, 15, 8, 8, 8. Yeah.
Me.
This is why I like rolling more, because it creates more variety in my opinion.
To be honest, I don't do that when we use point buy, but we roll stats.
We roll stats.
Much prefer rolling stats over anything else. I feel like rolling stats gives you the ability to reach so much higher than any of these could.
Yeah, but that's if you have a decent minimum roll.
Yes, exactly. Again, that's so different per table. But yeah, those are how we would do the stats if we use standard array and point buy.
Absolutely.
I hope that makes sense. I hope we explained that all right. Mm-hmm. And again, any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
And also, before we go any further with the rest of this, in terms of stats, now, we mentioned Moon Druid is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, Moon Druid, when you wild shape into your beasts, you retain all of your mental stats. So you retain your wisdom, you retain your charisma, you retain your intelligence. Everything else, your physical stats get replaced with the beast you shape into. Yes. So there's kind of an argument to be made that in your beast form, you will have a higher con, most likely.
You'll have a higher con, higher strength, and higher dex, depending what you put into your dex.
Yes. So with a Moon Druid, it's slightly different doing the stats.
Yeah.
Because you only really have to worry about boosting your mental stats if you want to. However, there's arguments to be made. Your constitution will still matter for your form outside of wild shape.
Same as the only one. So basically, you could do point buy, put 15, 15, 15, go charisma, wisdom, intelligence, and then just take on the beast stats for constitution, dex, and strength.
Yep.
When you get in a beast form.
Yep.
The only thing is, if you have to make any any concentration checks outside of
when you're in beast form. Yeah, exactly.
Your constitution will be dog shit.
Exactly.
Also, your armor class will be shit outside for your deck. So to me, I think it would be worth saying wisdom high.
Yep.
Dexterity high. Because the thing is, most of the time, you're going to cast the spell wild shape. So all of your concentration checks will probably be in wild shape,
so you can use the con from the animal.
So you can min-max it that way if you want.
Yeah, and that's what I did with Rayla.
So
all my, normal stats aren't as good as my animal stats because I knew that would be the situation.
You're going to spend 99% of your time when we're in fights when these things are getting checked.
Yeah.
With good strength dex con.
Exactly.
So.
And I boosted my dex a little bit just so I had a better initiative when I wasn't in wolf form.
Yeah.
But again, that's completely highly subjective.
But that's only Moon Druid.
Only Moon
Druid.
Druid.
Only if you want to do that.
Exactly.
The only thing is, if you're rolling an initiative check and your AC is bad because you dumped decks because you're waiting to get a wild
exactly.
So,
exactly. So consider that at the very least.
If you will.
Yeah. So, shall we move on to the flavor?
The flavor?
The flavor section of the video.
Go on.
To be honest, it's all flavor, right? This is all subjective.
Flavor, but I think this is mechanics and flavor, though.
Yeah, agreed. So
this is the juice, though.
This is the juice.
Fucking love this.
Let's talk about the feats, shall we?
Feats are an optional rule, so double check that your DM is using feats.
Yeah.
But I don't know many people who don't use feats.
I don't either, but do double check.
But do just double check.
So it's basically either a feat or an ASI, which is an ability score improvement. You get them at 4th level, 8th level, 12th, 16th, and 19th level.
Yeah.
So you can pick.
Unless you're a fighter.
Yes.
You're greedy. And you get loads more.
Yeah. So, yeah. Can consider that. It's up to you if you want to take an ability score improvement.
Yeah.
You can either take 2 to 1 or 1 to 2.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So you can increase 1 by 2 or you increase 2 by 1.
That's a much better way to say it. So that's completely up to you. So the feats.
The feats.
Listen, we're feats people.
We are feats, but we're a feats group.
Yeah, we like
most of the time when it comes to, we take half feats so we can get a +1 and some benefits, or we take full feats because they're just so good.
Yep.
Rarely ever do we get somebody who just takes
an ASI
2 or +1/+1.
Agreed.
You don't really get that.
Agreed.
Feats are so fucking good.
Feats are great. Feats are absolutely wonderful. Feats are the flavor.
What's your first feat?
So the first feat is Mind Disciple. Mental Disciple.
Mind Disciple's changed. It's changed again.
My first feat is Warcaster.
Warcaster.
Listen, this goes without saying.
This will be on every single spellcaster feat list.
Indeed.
Because it's just so fucking good.
Yeah. So, Warcaster, you have advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make to maintain your concentration on a spell when you take damage. There you go. Advantage on con saves.
The only time I think I don't take this is if I play Stars Druid and always use the dragon.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you take Kalistar and you get advantage on concentration checks.
Do you get advantage? I thought it was Wisdom saving throws. That was
Wisdom saving throws. Never mind. What am I fucking saying?
It does a few other things as well. That's the main
That's
thing.
the main reason you take Warcaster.
Yeah. So the other bit is you can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have a weapon and a shield in both of your hands.
Yep.
So you can basically not need to use an arcane focus to cast a spell.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you, the amount of dungeon masters that will forget about this and this won't be important is basically 99.9% of them.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times I'm not like, oh, you've got your shield and your weapon out. You can't have to put that away and pull your spellcasting focus.
And then you'll be like, listen.
Like, the amount of people who forget, that's not really the point of it.
The point is truly the advantage.
The last bit's good, though.
Yeah, the last bit is when a hostile creature movement provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than making an opportunity attack. Spell must have a casting time of 1 action and must target only that creature.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Being able to, like, hit somebody with, like
a cantrip.
Or a whole person.
Oh my god!
I don't want you to go anywhere. Boom, whole person.
Yeah. Oh my god, 100%.
Yeah, like, you can use your reaction to cast a spell.
That's great because you can't do that normally.
You do the bonk with the shillelagh.
Yeah. And listen, if you're a spellcaster, you probably have real low strength.
Yes.
Not in every case. In a lot of them.
Most cases.
In a lot of them. So that's
not if you're the Furbolg.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that goes without saying, Warcaster.
Warcaster's juiced.
Yep.
Absolute juice.
Totally. Warcaster's wonderful.
Constitution saving throws at advantage.
Yep.
Oh, it's just so fucking
it is.
strong.
It's so powerful.
So strong.
Especially if you're going down the route of a summons druid where you're always concentrating.
Concentrating. Your game is concentrating on spell.
Agreed.
And, like, when you get to those high levels, when just rolling a 10 isn't enough, that's when this comes important.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to outbeat fucking half the damage, because something hits you for 40 damage, you better believe the DC is now 20.
Yep.
And, the only way that you're going to really have a decent chance of succeeding that is with a good con score and
an
Warcaster.
advantage. Yeah, totally. Agreed.
So, yeah.
So the next one is called Fey Touched, and this is what we call a half feat. You basically get 1 ability score improvement, and then you get the features of the feat too.
They're really strong.
Yeah, well, half feats
are great.
Half feats are great. I love a half feat.
To round up an odd number to an even number, so you get that full modifier increase, and then to also get some juice with it.
Totally.
Very, very,
oh my
very
god,
strong.
So good. So Fey Touched, you can increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 20.
And if we are a point by druid that started with a 15, even a fucking standard array
and you're on a 17
with a 15, put our +2 in to make it a 17, take a half feat to make it an 18, that means we got a +4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to do it.
Potentially at 4th level. Wonderful. And you also learn the Misty Step spell and 1 first level spell of your choice, but it has to be from the divination or enchantment school of magic. And you can cast each of these spells without expending a spell slot once per long rest. Man.
And like you don't have to pick Misty Step. That means Misty Step is...
You have Misty Step.
You can use it once for free, but then it's also there
Castable.
In case you want to cast it again. I'm telling you right now, Misty Step is almost definitely the greatest spell in the game.
Misty Step is definitely one of the best spells in the entire game. A 2nd level bonus action.
2nd level bonus action, 30 feet teleport.
Yep.
You're grappled. Misty Step.
Yep.
You can't jump over the gap. Misty Step.
Yep. You need to get somewhere. You need to get out.
You need to get out. You need to get in to heal somebody with a cure wounds.
Amazing.
Or something like that. So you got prepared. Misty Step.
Amazing.
You can't do that because you can't cast 2 spells in one turn. But it's still sick.
Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. Love Misty Step.
Break attack of opportunity without causing attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Misty Step.
Yeah. And then the other first level spell, granted from divination or enchantment. However, some of the highlights of this, Bless.
Bless is such a strong spell.
Bless, granted.
You're not going to use that as a shepherd druid.
It's concentration, granted. However, especially in low levels, man, that D4 can come in so clutch sometimes.
What's another spell, Margaret?
You ready?
That's on
Silvery Barbs.
That's on those lists.
Silvery Barbs.
It's
Silvery Barbs.
Fucking Barbs.
It's Silvery Barbs. So.
And you get a free cast of it as well.
You get a free cast of it.
Just to rub it into your DM a little bit more.
You get a free cast of it.
You didn't even use a spell slot to negate that crit.
No. So, Silvery Barbs.
Silvery Barbs is on there. Bless is on there. Some great spells are on there.
Need I say more?
Not really.
Hex is on there as well.
The whole point you take it is for Misty.
Yes, it is.
You take it for Misty Step, and then you get
the ability score improvement.
You get an extra spell there, just as a bit of juice. But that's a great feat, especially if you need to round off those odd numbers, that odd wisdom number that you start with.
Totally,
that's a great way to do it.
And then the last one is Observant. So you can increase your intelligence or wisdom score by 1 to a maximum of 20.
Half feat again.
Half feat. If you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it is saying by reading its lips.
It's fucking stronger than you might think.
Again, if you're doing the infiltration, if you're doing the scouting, if you're trying to figure out what the bad guys are saying to each other, sit there as a cat and just listen away.
Vex could do this in the first campaign.
Yeah.
And she used it all the time.
I would use it all the time.
I think Aurum has it now as well.
No, I would absolutely use it all the time.
Reading lips in D&D.
100%.
So strong.
100%.
And then just as a last bit.
This and again, this is the juice, is you have a +5 bonus to your passive wisdom, perception, and passive intelligence investigation scores. So
I think to all dungeon masters out there, I think it's very important, in my opinion, to know who in the group what their passive perceptions are.
Yeah.
Like, I know that Matthews is our highest, weirdly. And yours and
Abby's are the same.
But yeah, passive perception is so strong. Shit doesn't sneak up on you. Shit doesn't really get stealth rounds on you. You just see things that where the dungeon master would normally ask you to be like, "Oh, can you make a perception check?"
Yep.
Like you just see them without needing to.
And you know what? Your passive investigation score as well. there's a chance you might not have stacked your intelligence very high.
But
again,
now you've got a good investigation score.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, again, that's, I would say for me personally, observant isn't the top pick.
No.
But hey,
I think it's good though.
Yeah, agreed. Realistically, right? In a long-term campaign, you're definitely going to get 2. You might get 3.
Yeah.
Probably not going to get 4.
Yeah, not that many games go up to like 16th level.
Yeah.
But, some do. And if you do, we'll give you some honourable mentions now.
Oh, yes.
So, our first honourable mention.
Where am I looking?
Literally
Hello.
the next one.
So, a couple of honourable mentions.
Honourable mentions for Feats.
Telepathic. Again, half feat, increase your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma by 1. You can speak telepathically to any creature you see within 30 feet of you. You don't need to share a language. They can understand you, but it doesn't give them the ability to respond to you telepathically.
Just you talking to them.
Again, this is exactly the feat I took for Rayla because I'm a moon druid and I'm always in wild shape, and it's imperative for me to be able to communicate.
Like, if you didn't take Kalish Star and you're a moon druid, this is the way to speak to your party.
Absolutely.
Unless your DM is just the nicest person on earth who just lets you talk to your party in animal form, which I think is slightly too strong. Because it's the one downside to being a meat shield tank.
Indeed.
That can concentrate on spells.
And you know what? You actually let me, with this feat, talk out loud.
Yeah,
you actually do let me do that.
You committed to the feat, and I said, I'll let you just talk out loud, because you took the feat.
Yeah, and you know what? It's because every time I talked in someone's head, we would all forget that I was talking in someone's
head.
Just
talk
everyone,
out loud.
Yeah, so, And then another part of this is you can cast the Detect Thoughts spell requiring no spell slot or components, and you can do it once per long rest. And your spell ability for this your spellcasting ability for the spell is increased with the feat. Again, not everyone is going to be into casting Detect Thoughts. I am.
Fucking love it.
I love casting Detect Thoughts. It's free. There's no components, no spell slot.
Ask that very questionable NPC a probing question. As soon as you ask it, Detect Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You might just get a little bit of information that you were looking for. And you use it all the time.
I use it all the time. And not only that, you can also use Detect Thoughts. So it's a 30-foot radius. And if there's a creature around you that has the ability to think, you can see where they are.
Which is super strong.
Which is great. Which is wonderful. I love that.
Yeah.
Again, that's not going to be everyone's vibe.
It's definitely going to be a Moon Druid's vibe.
Yep.
And, it's a half feat again, so you get to bump that wisdom again, which is nice and strong.
Yep.
So, yeah.
The next honorable mention is called Resilient. Half feat, increase the chosen ability score by 1. And you gain proficiency in saving throws using the chosen ability. Let's face it, it's called Resilient Constitution.
It's Resilient Constitution.
You put it into Constitution.
You put it into Constitution because you want proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
Yeah.
Like, if you are desperate, if you take a Warcaster and you're still failing your Constitution saving throws, somehow you can get this to get your proficiency bonus added as well. So that's +3, then a +4, then a +5 to your.
I maybe wouldn't prioritize this over all the other ones. But,
I would say Warcaster first, then this.
Totally.
In case you're on an odd Constitution score and you're on an even Wisdom score and you want to boost that Constitution by 1, this will give you that round number and proficiency, so you get the ability score improvement as well.
Yeah.
So it can be worth it.
Agreed. And then the last honorable mention is telekinetic.
Okay, stick with me here. This is mine.
Half feat, increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1. You learn the Mage Hand Cantrip. You can cast it without verbal or somatic components, and you can make the hand invisible. If you already know this spell, its range increases by 30 feet when you cast it. And its spell casting ability is the ability increased by the feat. So 60-foot Mage Hand, invisible.
Yeah. That's not the reason you take it, though. The next reason is why you take it. That's good. Mage Hand's really strong and awesome cantrip.
It is. Invisible as well, not having to do any of the somatic component, verbal or somatic. Sneaky.
This is the reason.
And then, as a bonus action, you can try and telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, it must succeed on a strength saving throw, and the DC is 8, plus your proficiency bonus, plus the ability modifier of the score you increased with this feat.
Which would be wisdom.
And if they fail, they will be moved 5 feet towards or away from you, and a creature can willingly fail the save.
I think the problem with this is the flavors doesn't fit. So I would use it as like you control the winds to push or pull. You use the earth, the vines, the grass, the roots to drag, pull, push your enemies. You increase your wisdom score. If you were the arcane, not the arcane archer, the fucking stars druid, you wouldn't use this because your bonus action's already taken up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are a moon druid or the shepherd druid, being able to like pull people in and out of your aura, to be able to like push pull, break attack of opportunity for your with enemies, for your allies, to pull people away from people if they're down. It's so fucking strong to have that push and pull as your bonus action.
Yeah, and
so strong.
I also think regardless of if you don't take any of those subclasses, as a druid, you get a lot of access to things like spike growth that you put on the floor, difficult terrain, damage. Yeah, push and
every
pull
5 feet, 2d4 damage.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Like, I think any spellcaster could benefit from telekinetic. I think it's such a strong feat.
Yeah, see.
Such a strong feat.
I'm one of those people, I've said it before, in Pokemon, I always used to get rid of all of the other attacks and I only did purely damage, and that continues in my normal life.
Breaking attack of opportunity and not having to use Misty Step.
True.
Let's just say you're like running low on Misty Step slots, because that's what they become at late level. Being able to be like, I push this person, I break attack of opportunity range, and they run away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're
basically like freeing yourself from damage, which is nice.
True. So those are the feats.
They're all feats.
There's so many feats. So many.
Okay.
Absolutely go through all of them. Take a look. Always suggest a half feat.
Top picks.
Yeah.
They're our top picks.
Definitely.
Top.
So, oh my goodness, I'm gassy.
Oh.
So, the last couple of sections is spells.
Our spells.
So, again, druid, prepared spellcaster, you can change your spells out every day. Once per long rest, you can change them all out. So it's a little bit different. So these are some of the highlights from the spell list.
Yeah, these are the things that these are our sort of ride or dies between the two of us. These are the things that we wouldn't go without really if we were playing a druid.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
but,
the cantrips.
Yes. So, listen, druidcraft. Not everyone is going to agree with me on this one, but I always take druidcraft with my druids because I love it.
So it's like druids take druidcraft so they can do cute things.
Yeah.
Wizards take prestidigitation so they can do cute things.
Yeah.
Warlocks take thaumaturgy so they can do those things.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has one of those things that they get to do, and this is just druids.
Exactly. Druidcraft, you can sprout seedlings, right? You can grow flowers in your hands or your hair or the floor. You can instantly snuff out as big as a campfire or light a fire.
Yeah.
That's really helpful. You can create a sound up to 30 feet away that fills a 5-foot radius. Wonderful. You can create foliage. It's great.
It's great. It's very flavorful. It's very flavorful.
I love druidcraft.
We do love druidcraft.
So shut up.
Maybe not everyone would take it.
No,
but if you are a flavor player, I'd be surprised if you
druidcraft.
didn't take it.
The next one is Thorn Whip.
Margaret is an absolute Thorn Whip ride or die.
I love Thorn Whip.
To be able to 30-foot reach, druids don't get a lot of reach with cantrips.
No, druid
this is one thing you will realize. They
Absolutely
get terrible range.
30 feet is the most you get.
That's the most you get. But to be able to it's an attack roll. We love attack rolls, not saving throws.
Yeah, you do get chill touch, not chill touch. Frostbite. You get frostbite, which is 60 feet, but it's a save.
Yeah, fuck that.
Not on the list.
Thorn Whip, and you can drag people closer to you. Being able to whip someone and pull them closer. Anything that does forced movement is strong in D&D. Always really strong.
Yep.
Thorn Whip's legit.
Love Thorn Whip. Love it.
I picked Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Because I like the fantasy of a druidic warrior.
Yeah.
I think with somebody who gets to prep a shield, pump your dex score, have a D8 hit dice, probably cast some cool concentration spell that makes you a little bit harder to hit maybe, or have a summon there, and being able to just go in there with your staff and just smack people around the chops with your staff makes you can hold it one-handed, do a D8 damage, and add your wisdom modifier to it. That's kind of strong.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
So Shillelagh is good. Some of the honorable mentions are
Primal Savagery. Mending and Produce Flame.
Produce Flame's good, but its range is shit.
Yeah.
But a D8 damage from range is quite good.
Yeah. Agreed. So we're only really going to go over, talk about our actual highlights and then make some of the suggestions.
Yeah.
So for first level spells.
What's your highlight?
My first pick was...
Yours
was mine Entangle?
Yours was Entangle.
Mine was Entangle. It's because I was actually going to pick yours as well. So Entangle is basically, for a first level spell, right? You put something down on the floor, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And
difficult terrain's so strong early game.
Oh my god, it really is. If you need to get out of somewhere. You need to stop something getting towards you. Entangle is it.
90-foot range as well.
Yeah, huge.
90-foot range.
Huge.
20-foot square, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then what's the save? Strength save. I would just be mindful of what you're fighting there.
Agreed.
But I think it is really, really useful.
Yeah.
What did I pick? I picked Fairy Fire.
You picked Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire is awesome.
My second pick, Fairy Fire.
I think dropping that radius can reveal hidden enemies, which is super strong. If you're fighting anything quite crafty, everything in there that fails the save gets like lit up.
So you have advantage on them.
Advantage on all of those lit up enemies. So it's great for you and it's great for your party.
Yeah. Fairy Fire slaps.
Fairy Fire slaps. Long Strider.
Yep.
Healing Word. Cure Wounds. Good Berry. Charm Person and Thunderwave.
Yep.
They're our honorable picks. I would definitely say.
I always have a combination of all of those.
You really liked Charm Person in our first campaign.
I loved Charm Person.
Healing Word is the most cracked spell in the game because it's a fucking bonus action. 60 foot
shit healing, but you know.
But it's unreal to pick somebody up.
Totally.
Unreal to reset them death saves.
And you know what? I love Long Strider now. An extra 10 feet to your speed, not concentration, lasts for an hour.
If you picked Wood Elf, you have 45 feet of movement.
Yep.
At first level.
Real good.
45.
So the second level spells.
Yeah.
My pick is Barkskin.
Nice.
So Barkskin is basically you touch a creature, its AC cannot be less than 16. There you go.
That's so strong.
There you go. That's part of your setup, right?
Get on your wizard.
Barkskin.
Get on your wizard.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, give it to your wizard. I used to give it to the sorcerer.
You used to give it to a sorcerer, didn't you?
And then I used to give it to myself when I needed it as well. Yeah. Barkskin's great.
Barkskin's great. I picked Moonbeam. Moonbeam is so good.
That's a moonbeam.
Like it's a radius, so it fills up like not a massive chunk, quite a small chunk of the map.
Radius.
But the strong thing about it is it does 2d10 damage.
2d10 radiant damage.
2d10 radiant damage, and you can move it 60 fucking feet on your turn.
I think it might do 3d10 radiant damage actually.
I'm
not certain, but yeah, and you can move it around the map.
Like the reason it's strong is because you can move it 60 feet on your turn.
60 feet.
60 fucking
60 feet is
and the range. Huge. The range is 120
feet.
So it is what were we looking for?
Damage.
The damage is
it 2d10 or 3d10?
It is. Well, I can't see it.
It does no damage.
It does no damage.
This
2d10.
2d10.
Constitution saving throw is a little bit rubbish because a lot of things have high constitution.
Yeah.
Concentration is a good concentration spell though.
Yeah.
2d10.
Yeah, I love a moonbeam.
It's fucking 60 feet as a bonus action. As an action.
Love a moonbeam.
Move it as an action.
Yeah.
It's a great concentration spell though.
And then the other ones for second level are Hold Person, Heat Metal, Spike Growth, Flame Blade, and Pass Without a Trace.
I was close to picking Spike Growth. Spike Growth's
great.
is a moon druid. Put the Spike Growth down, just stand on the edge and just fucking
bat people in.
Smack people into it.
Every 5 feet that people move in it, they have to take 2d4 damage.
Is a little thing for you.
Go on.
No, you can't do that.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
What?
No, you can't do it.
What were we going to suggest?
I was going to say take Crusher if you're a moon druid, but you don't do anything that does bludgeoning damage. Because I was going to say,
true.
You can smack people and move them in.
Yeah, true.
Heat Metal's a great spell as well.
Heat Metal's great. Pass Without a Trace, great. Wonderful.
Great
Hold Person, great.
Hold
great
Person,
spells.
man, is such a good concentration spell.
Great spells.
Third level.
Third level. Here's the juice. It's Conjure Animals. Oh my god, it's Conjure Animals. Even Rayla, not anymore because she's multi-classed into Barbarian. Rayla also used to use Conjure Animal. And basically, there's a few different options you can do. You can summon 1 CR2 beast, 2 CR1 beasts, 4 half-quarter beasts, or 8 eighth beasts.
Yeah.
Wild.
Stupid.
Listen.
Summoning is so strong in D&D.
Oh my god, 100%. Because of action economy.
Yeah, because of action economy.
I would suggest don't do the 8 little ones. That's a bit cruel.
Even if it has fucking 1 hit point, like it still takes an action to attack it.
It does.
So it's like, even if someone has two hits, it can only kill 2 things on its turn.
Yep.
It hits one, it hits it because it's got shit AC and shit hit points. Okay, that one's dead. It hits the other one, you still got 6 other things.
Yep.
That's going to take 4 turns for that one person to kill them all.
Yeah.
Unless they have AoE.
My absolute fave was 2 CR1s. I used to get out a tiger and I used to get out a bear.
Sick.
Great. Absolutely so wonderful. 60-foot range as well.
Yeah.
Wild.
I chose Call Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what? I think Call Lightning is just such a fucking druid spell.
Agreed.
120 feet range. It's a radius, 60-foot radius. and as your action on your turn, you can call down lightning, 3d10 lightning damage.
Pretty cool.
3d10 lightning damage to you.
3d10 lightning damage to you.
Dexterity saving throw, not too bad. Each time you upcast the spell, you get an extra d10, so it scales well as well.
It's pretty nice. That's thematically wonderful.
What else do we have on the list?
So we have Dispel Magic, Tidal Wave, Water Breathing, and Water Walking, and Erupting Earth.
Do you know what? I put Tidal Wave in there because Margaret basically won an entire encounter in my first campaign because she put that. There was a bunch of people in a bonfire, and she just used Tidal Wave to put the whole bonfire out and basically negate that entire part of the combat so she could just fight them.
It felt really good.
So good. Putting out burning buildings.
Yep.
I mean, you might fucking break the buildings up, but whatever.
Yeah. Tidal Wave, not concentration. Erupting Earth, not concentration. Water Breathing and Water Walking, invaluable.
Situation.
Yep.
Very situational.
Invaluable in those
Super
situations.
great. Fourth level spells.
I picked Blight.
Blight is the juice.
And listen, Blight is kind of, for the majority of druids, thematically, like the antithesis of druid, right? It's the idea of like destroying something's life force.
Yeah, like the very thing that binds it together.
Yeah, and I love that thematically. It's like you know what? One of our friends, Kay, she's one of our mods. She was talking to me about a character in her campaign. And she was like, do you know the saying, don't mess with the mother because the mother gave you life and she can take it away? That's the feeling I get with Blight.
Yeah?
Love that.
The only thing I'll ever remember about Blight from now on is I put some...
My God.
I put some, like, sentient trees in my campaign.
Yeah, you did.
Like, tree ant sort of things. And Abby was fighting them and she went really low in initiative and she was like, fuck. I was like, what? She was like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
And the entire combat, she was like
oh my God,
rocking in her chair.
Oh my God.
Waiting.
Oh my God.
And it came to her turn. And I was like, Abby, it's your turn. She just went, I cast Blight. And I was like,
she did 64 points of damage, ended the combat.
She was like, and I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, it takes 64 points of damage. She'd been waiting since the second I'd mentioned there was trees to cast Blight.
Because by the way, Blight does the max damage to creatures that are like organic matter.
Yeah, organic matter. Sort of like trees, plants, anything
wild,
like that. So,
fucking wild.
But apart from that, like the
even
damage,
then, it's still
the damage
a great
it does
spell.
is absolutely sick. Like
Still
if you want to do like really high damage just from a spell, that damage numbers is great.
Totally.
I picked 2 because I'm selfish.
No,
I picked Wall of Fire because battlefield control wise, it's amazing.
Indeed.
Wall of Fire up, you can make either side, so you can be like the flames go this way, the flames go this way. You can do it in a circle around enemies. It does loads of damage, and it does it like when the spell happens. If they end the turn, in it. It's just a lot of damage for a concentration spell, and also polymorph.
Yeah, well, yeah,
because polymorph.
Because polymorph.
You can use
Say
it.
No more.
You can use it defensively. You can use it offensively.
Yep.
You can use it as transport. It's the most fucking crazy fucking bonkers spell in the world.
Yep,
and it's amazing.
So honorable mentions are Charm Monster, Dominate Beast, Grasping Vine, Ice Storm, and Freedom of Movement.
Grasping Vines is a great spell.
Yeah, they're all, honestly, all the 4th level spells, great.
Love them.
Love the 4th level spells.
Okay, 5th level spells.
So, the 5th level spell, I picked Tree Stride.
Why'd you pick Tree Stride?
Because you can basically step into a tree. You instantly know all the trees within a 500 feet radius of you that are the same tree. You can pop out at that other tree.
That's a very good escape route.
That's amazing.
That's a great escape route.
That's amazing.
That's an unreal escape route.
I love that.
I picked Anti-Life Shell.
yeah, that was going to be my second
I'm a
pick
cheesy
as well.
bastard.
That was also going to be my second pick.
Anti-Life Shell on yourself, get all your mates in it, walk over the lava.
Yep. there you go.
Done.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. That's it.
No monsters can enter it. You basically become immune for like an hour.
Yeah.
From all damage. You just walk through the dungeon, pick up the thing at the end, and walk back out.
If only the hobbits had it, you know?
If only the hobbits had it, you know?
Only.
I imagined Sauron would have had counterspell now.
Agreed.
Or disintegrate.
Oh my God. 100%.
Or dispel magic.
Yeah, totally. Agreed.
You know? There is ways to counter it.
True. Yeah.
You DMs.
True. So at 6th. Oh no. Also honorable mentions.
Conjure Elemental.
Yep.
Contagion.
Yep.
Guys, Mass Cure Wounds, Reincarnate, Scrying. Scrying is beautiful. And Nature's Wrath.
Yeah.
Situational, yet very strong.
It's still very strong when used in the right situation. So for 6th level,
Sixth level is a shit level.
Yeah.
It always has been and it always will be. And I don't know why.
Yeah. I picked Druid Grove.
Very flavorful.
Very flavorful.
Very flavorful.
Basically, it's like Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion. It's kind of like that, but basically with a druid, you basically create a wonderful druid grove, and there's sentinels that protect you, and it's very ambient, and it sounds lovely.
Does it take a little while to cast?
Yes, I'm not sure how long it takes to cast, but it does take a little while to cast.
Let me just check.
But I think
I love the flavor of it. I think it's such a flavorful spell.
What level do you get 6th level spells? Is it at level 8? No. God, 8. What am I saying?
13? I don't know.
Is it 11? Maybe.
Oh my god, I don't know.
But I love the
10 minutes. That's not really that long.
I thought
That's
you know
not
what?
that long.
I was thinking of plant growth where it could take 8 hours.
When do you get 6th level spells?
Yeah, when do you get 6th level spells? Is it 11?
Why can't I?
No, I'm not. I shouldn't tell you I'm not certain. Go on.
11th, yeah, you got it right.
11th level. So, I love the idea that, 11th level you can build yourself a nice little grove.
Your own little grove. It's so cute.
Love that.
I picked transport via plants because when you start getting to that level, the trick is you take scrying, you scry the place to see a tree.
Yep.
And then you teleport to that tree.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's cheesy, but it works.
But it works.
But
it's good for a reason.
I love teleportation in D&D.
Yeah, I do.
I love after my players have seen the whole land. Basically, in my campaign, you'll know you are at the level where you're going to start getting some sort of teleportation or like shit where you can like fly or stuff like that when you've seen the whole land. Because when you've seen the whole land and you've walked everywhere, I'm happy for you to just fucking
fast travel
everywhere because I don't care about travel.
Yeah. Totally.
Heal.
Yep.
Move Earth.
Yep.
Sunbeam. Conjure Fair.
Yeah. Couple of good picks. Again, 6th levels a little bit meh.
Yeah, it's not great. I don't know why. It's always been a bit shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know why.
Not certain.
7th level.
I picked Regenerate.
You regenerate?
Yeah, I think Regenerate is great out of combat. It basically, if anyone's missing like a limb or something like that, you can help them get it back.
Love that.
In combat, you probably couldn't do that, but out of combat, it's good.
I picked Plane Shift.
Yeah.
Because it is the ultimate escape.
Yeah, love Plane Shift.
I remember in campaign 1 when Keyleth, they'd all had too much to drink and they were playing and they were fighting a Kraken and it was going terribly. Like, terribly. And she was like, fuck it. And she casts Plane Shift and takes them out of there.
Nice.
It's so good. It's so
nice. Good. Nice.
Ultimate Escape. And then the others are Firestorm.
And Reverse Gravity.
I love Reverse Gravity.
I also like Reverse
Gravity. I love the
Gravity.
idea of like putting everyone on the roof.
Yeah.
Then dropping concentration. They all just go.
Yep. Agreed.
Love that.
So, 8th level.
We've only got 2.
We've only got 2. I picked... What did I pick? Did I pick Feeble Mind?
I think so.
I picked Feeble Mind. I like how out of the ones that there's 2, I'm like, which one? I picked Feeble Mind. Basically, listen, you can destroy someone's whole life. I'm about to destroy this man's whole career.
I'm going to destroy this man's whole career. That's exactly what you do with Feeble Mind.
Their intelligence and charisma become 1. They can't cast spells. They can't use magic items. They can't even communicate. Lasts 30 days.
It's an 8th level spell, but I still think that's fucking bonkers.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
Bonkers.
Wild.
1.
Wild.
Your intelligence is 1.
1. Can't you?
Your charisma
30 days.
is 1 for 30 days.
But they can obey you and they can recognize their friends. It's wild.
I think you can greater restoration someone out of this.
Yes, you can.
Which is good. There's a good to have a way out of it.
Yeah.
I picked Earthquake because again, druids being able to just fucking shift them tectonic plates. Bring down entire buildings.
Yep.
I remember in campaign 1 again, Pike and Keyleth, when they saw a very large tower with a very naughty man on the top of, they brought down the entire tower.
That's so cool.
It's just so cool to be like, yeah, I go up to the fucking vampire's castle and I just
bring
fucking
bring
it down
That's
to
awesome.
the ground.
Love that.
So that is my 8th level spell.
Love
and
that.
our 2 9th level spells are...
True Resurrection.
Why not?
You have to.
You gotta do it to
have to.
You've gotta do it
Listen, the only people who can get it, druids and clerics. So
seems fitting, really.
It does. I agree. You can bring anyone back from the dead as long as they haven't been dead for like 300 years.
That's good.
Yeah.
And mine was shape change.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to be a dragon?
I agree. No, totally agreed.
Who doesn't want to get to 9th level and be like, I'm a dragon.
I'm a dragon now.
I'm a dragon now.
What of it?
Well, now I'm a dragon.
Now I'm a dragon.
See you later.
So shut up. I'm a dragon.
Shut up. I'm a dragon.
I'm a dragon now.
I'm a dragon now.
So those are the spells.
Those are the spells.
Again, there's a million billion spells.
There's a million billion spells. They're just our top picks.
Those are just our top picks.
Some of if you pick those, you probably aren't going to go too wrong.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to give you a shill here. I'm going to shill something to you. Druids in particular, okay? Prepared spellcasters. There's a lot of spells. There are so many amazing apps that you can manage spells on. If you're like me, if you're a physical learner, I have to have something physical in front of me.
Oh, this is a real shill.
This is a real shill.
This is a big shill.
This is a real shill.
Oh, wow. This is a shill. This is a big shill.
We have a small business where we make all sorts of D&D stuff. We make spell cards.
Yeah, we do.
I'll put a picture here.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll put a picture.
Oh, God.
I would show you mine, but they're behind you, so, you know. But we make spell cards. These have been invaluable to me learning my spells. Again, it's a shell. It's a shell. What can I say?
It's a shell.
I love them.
Pick them up at our store. Link down below in the description.
To me, they're easy to understand, and they look pretty as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then the final thing.
Last but not least, nice and quick, we're just going to give you some recommendations for wild shapes.
Yeah.
Moon Druid and non-Moon Druid.
Yeah, we're going to give you some wild shapes because, listen, that's the whole point you go Druid, right?
It's complicated. So, if you pick either, we've got 2 picks for your wild shape, and if you pick either of them, these are probably the strongest at early level.
Yeah.
First one.
Where we looking?
Brown bear.
So, yes, sorry. Yeah.
First one's brown bear.
This is Moon Druid specific only.
Yeah.
Is the brown bear CR1 beast. This is what we were saying. At 2nd level, you can turn into a brown bear. You get multi-attack.
You get 2 attacks. You get a claw attack for 2d6 plus 3, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And then 1d8 plus 3.
I think it's 4, maybe.
Maybe 3 or 4. Which is at fucking 2nd level, absolutely crazy.
Great.
The fighter and the barbarian
got 34 hit points.
are waiting until fucking 5th level to get that.
Yep.
So
that's
nice.
Insane. Low AC, but that's to be expected. Then the other pick for Moon Druid is a direwolf. Again, I feel like the brown bear and the direwolf are very interchangeable depending on how you play. The direwolf does not have multi-attack.
No,
but you do get pack tactics.
You do get pack tactics. So if you are a friend is there,
you get advantage.
You and a friend, you get advantage on the attack. And they also have something where they can knock people prone.
I think so. Yeah, if you bite them, you can.
Yeah,
you can
try and knock them prone, which then would give advantage on melee attacks.
Yeah,
disadvantage on
spell attacks,
on ranged attacks.
Yes,
so just make sure.
So again, the AC is a little bit higher. I think it's a 14 AC. You get a couple more hit points. It's very dependent.
For the direwolf, the brown bear's AC is shit.
11,
but like it still has like 36 hit points or something, which is a lot for 2nd level.
Yeah, and a really good cheese to get around the hit points. To get around the AC is to take mage armor. If you have access to magic initiate, take mage armor.
Can you not just do backskin? Does that not work? I feel like there's a reason why that doesn't work.
No, I don't know actually. Maybe I just forgot about the existence of barkskin.
Well, you can take mage armor, and which is Margaret took magic initiate.
Oh, barkskin. To be fair, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why I didn't do that. So, those are Moon Druids specific. Now, for all the other Druids.
All the other Druids up in this house.
So, there is tiers to what you get at Wild Shape. Starting at 2nd level, you get quarter CR beasts. And then starting at 4th level, you get swim speed. Yeah. And then at 7th level, you get flying.
8th level, you get flying.
8th level, you get flying.
Flying is very strong in Dungeons and Dragons.
And again, the CR rating does go up, but it's nothing compared to the Moon Druid. So, the first pick. It's going to be the spider.
Spidey?
It's going to be the little Spidey.
The little Spidey.
You got to be a little spider.
Spider's fucking great because it's tiny and it's very good at sneaking in places. Sneaking through the cracks of doors and infiltrating.
Yep.
And if you have that telepathic.
If you got the mental disciple.
You've got the mental disciple. Well, the Kalish star.
Disciple.
You can relay information to your group and stuff like that, which is sick.
Wonderful.
The next one is Owl, which you can only get to 8th
level because it's flying.
Yeah.
But again, that is a great option for scouting.
And also if you get in trouble, it has flyby, so it can just fly away and not provoke attack opportunities.
Yep.
Which is strong.
Yeah, agreed.
4th level for the swim.
Octopus.
Octopus.
Now, I hate the octopus.
disgusting.
I don't want to hear it. All you octopus stands out there.
Yeah, you. I know you're out there.
You.
Every single fucking one of you.
Octopus stands. But genuinely, the octopus at 4th level is a great option for scouting.
It's great for scouting.
I would also like to add to that.
It can
fit
slip
into,
through gaps.
Yeah.
Like maybe if there's like sewer drains and things like that, it can like, because of its like malleable body, it can like squeeze through gaps like an inch wide or something. Yes. It's sick. It's really good.
Now, the only reason I'm not too hot on the octopus is gross, but no, not that. Is a lot of DMs rule it, and it depends how your DM rules it. For the wild shapes that you have available, you either pick from a list from what your druid has seen, or it's all based on what your druid has seen, right? Sometimes, what's the chances of your druid seeing an octopus? I'm sure your DM would probably find reasons why they hadn't.
This is the thing. You have to have seen it. I don't really.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't
like,
care.
And I think there's a few, like, as long as it's not thin, it's not like, oh yeah, it's a velociraptor, because then I'm going to be like,
yeah, exactly.
You know, like, as long as it's within the realms of like, it's a shark.
Yeah.
Fine, that's fine. You know, sharks aren't that common, but you might have seen it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, a good alternative to that is the frog.
Is the frog.
The little froggy frog, because the little froggy's tiny and cute and sweet.
It's tiny and it can swim.
Yeah.
Which is good. And the last one is
a wolf.
Is a wolf.
It's just a simple quarter CR wolf.
If you need some hit points, maybe you need an attack. You've run out of spells.
Yeah, you just need something to get yourself out of there, or it's a last ditch effort.
Yeah, you're on 1 hit point.
Yeah,
you give yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, there was a couple of times as Willow where I did that, and it saved my life.
Yeah,
so that's a good. It's a good alternative. It's only 11 hit points, but listen, you don't get much. A quarter CR anyway.
Quarter CRs don't get much.
And
the octopus has 3.
Yeah, so. Some honorable mentions are obviously things like cats, squirrels, rabbits, etc.
Yeah.
All depending on what you want and work with your DM.
Yeah.
But what you've seen or not.
There you go.
There you go, guys.
That's the druid, baby.
That's the druid.
Now you've got everything you need to play a druid.
This has been so much longer than we thought. We were like, this is going to be like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's going to be easy.
An hour and a half.
No problem.
Yeah, well,
2 hours and 42 minutes I've got on my
That's just us, you know?
But you know, do you know what? Now, if you were thinking about playing a druid and you were maybe getting a little bit kerfuddled by it all, there you go. You've got everything. You got race, you got stats, you got feats, you got spells, you got subclass, you got everything.
Yeah.
You're prepared. Now you can turn up and play.
And be a druid, baby. Be the druid you deserve to be.
Be the doo-doo.
Be the doo-doo.
The doo-doo.
Be the mental disciple.
Be the mental disciple
you deserve to be. But
Oh,
the druid
God.
is such a versatile,
Amazing
fun,
class.
amazing class.
Such an amazing class.
There is so much flavor in the druids. There is so much fun to be had with the druid. I love the druid. How about you?
I love the druid. I love the druid.
I love the druid.
And the stars druid is up there on one of my like top lists of things that I would like to play at some point.
How about you? Do you like the druid?
What do you think of the druid?
What do you think of the druid?
Let us know if you enjoyed this.
And yeah, please, we need your feedback. Did you like this?
I think you'd like this.
Was this maybe?
I feel like you'd like this.
Did you like the format of this? Was it too long form? Would you like it more concise?
Like any of them are going to say
everyone's
it's too
going to be like,
form.
I could have listened to 5 hours.
Do another class in the same one.
Yeah.
Do another class in the same podcast.
Come on, 12-hour stream.
Why is it not 46 hours long?
But no, truly, we appreciate the fact that you like to stick around with us. We really hope this helped. Please give us feedback on this series. We would really appreciate it. Don't know what we're going to do next. Next Thursday video is probably going to be a D&D 101 video.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know what you want next.
Yeah, I'll put up some community polls maybe. Maybe some polls in Discord.
Yeah, I know for the 1D&D thing, a lot of people wanted to hear the Ranger.
Yes.
So we might do that.
Yep.
But, Warlock, Barbarian, Fighter, anything you want.
Yep.
Let's have a little chat about it.
Let us know. Let's
build it together, baby.
We hope you learned something from this. Any suggestions you have, anything we missed out, let us know.
Yeah.
This is a place to learn together, baby.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Roll them out, Jack.
I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah.
So, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up button down below. Let us know what your favourite subclass is or your favourite feat is for your druid in the comments. Hit the bell notification to be notified when we upload a video on a Monday and a Thursday. And subscribing's free, baby. So you better do it. I know most of you are, but the one of you who's not subscribed, click it.
Subscribe, please.
Thank you very much. And we love you very much.
We do. We love you
I
so
love
much.
you very much. Margaret loves you very much. Bully loves you very much. We've been the Eldritch Podblast. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.